Bounding upon the earth first. Third. Yeah. Welcome Pickering, welcome Drew, welcome Rhyme.
Hello.
Hydrate, I can do that. Water. I love water.
Dude, I have a water bottle in my hand right now.
Consume a Tic Tac. Oh my gosh. There's so
Dude,
many.
which of your hands is your water bottle in?
The coaster.
You have a coaster? You're so fancy.
Yeah, it's like a I got it it was like a birthday gift like a decade ago. Well, not that long ago, but quite a while ago. It's a portal coaster. It's pretty cool.
Portal? Shit, I'm gonna have to see that. I
Yeah,
actually have the
it's like
I
the
actually
companion cube icon, like when it falls
holy
out of the
shit.
chute. It looks pretty cool.
You're gonna need me I'm gonna need you to send me a picture of that at some point.
That'll happen. Don't worry.
Yeah. This isn't
Consume a Tic
Toontown,
Tac.
what the fuck?
Frosty mint in my mouth. I love Tic Tacs. Look at me spending 250 points. Look at you go, Pickering.
Look at you
You
go.
crazy, crazy lad.
You are a cool person.
Oh my gosh, look at you
That's
go.
that's what we call discount.
That's just free.
I mean, but he spent 250 points.
On other things.
Yeah, but
It's like
it's just
going, like
it's a
imagine going to a
special.
McDonald's, you buy a soda, and they just give you a cheeseburger also, and they're like, that was a discount. It's like, no? You
That's
just
like
gave me that for
buying
free.
that's like buying a drink and then actually taking advantage of the bottomless refills.
Can I get the face reveal award 80% off? I don't even remember what the number is, but
It's one
I,
million.
yeah, I know you don't have enough points. Even if it was 80% off. Wow.
Earthbound.
I love Ont.
Oh, this again. Okay, so
What do
I'm
we
gonna
have?
be
What do we have
on
to do? I love bees. How many Earths do we have to bound?
8.
Run an ad. Look at you go, Pickery. You mad lad.
Can we all combine Twitch points into one pool? In order to
If
do
I
that,
was
we have
nice enough, I could make that happen,
I could also make that happen as a moderator.
and I could cancel it out.
Fuck. Yeah, so here's the thing about the town areas in this
This man's
game.
house has 2 couches and a lamp.
He's
This is
living.
this is rough.
He's living. He's also got a couple windows and
What
a
is this?
little.
What is the music in here?
I don't have audio.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back. I'm getting jump scared by horns.
Dude, that just sounds like the clips that time forgot.
Maybe that's what plays in here. I don't want to hint. I'm too cool for hints.
I'm gonna mute the stream, but do know that I'm here to inflate the view count for you, Wonder.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Aiden.
buddy.
Currently, my view count is glitched and it shows 1.
I know how
Or
it's
all of you
so
have combined into one
it's so
entity,
funny.
which would also be cool.
And
This looks legitimate.
it would just be the Wonderfish profile picture that covers the screen. Wonder face reveal for real in the upper left corner.
Oh yeah, it's me right there. You see that guy? That's me up
Yeah,
there.
it's him. I'm gonna sneeze, I think.
They actually modeled all of the me's after me.
Yeah, all of them. Especially the one you made that's supposed to look like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
One but damage too much.
Oh! I almost died right there. That was a tough fight.
From orange.
I just forgot that that would be a fight because I'm in a town, so I don't even think about it. I see town and I think safe, but this game says I'm going to put enemies everywhere.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Oh, wait,
Mr. Lear exaggerates. The treasure hunter has something interesting. Yeah, I already told you to go there earlier.
Yeah, we already
I
did that.
literally have.
I don't care about
I
the guy's
don't even.
advice.
So here's the thing about the town areas in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The way you progress is by going to the correct places, talking to correct people, or doing correct things in the correct order of events.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of have to know what you're doing.
Man, am I steamed? Don't even try talking to me. Man, am I steamed? Don't even. Man, am I steamed? That
Man, am
guy's
I?
just like Ham.
He really is. I
Hello,
remember the first time I
officer.
saw that. I
How's it
remember the
going?
first time I saw that video.
Pardon
It
me.
was really great.
Excuse me.
The townspeople are in a state of
I have a
confusion.
feeling I
Times
shouldn't
like
be back here, and this guy's just treating it as normal. Can I give people advice too now?
What?
I can. Like I'm, I'm here too. Yeah, this is awesome. I've turned Ness into an NPC. Man of his steam.
This is so awesome.
Psst, I'm not really one of the gang. I'm a cop, even if I don't look like it. I like your eyes.
Two great eyes.
This is a jail. You guys have no business being here. Is that a prisoner talking to me?
What?
In here, go and find another can. Ha, I was just joking. Why don't you just call it, like, toilet or bathroom? Because I'm assuming that he's talking about, like, a bathroom there.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
But that is a really weird context to say can. This room is awesome. I love this room.
Oh, shit, I remember what this room's used for. You're gonna think it's a real awesome room later on.
I bet it's used for bees. Pick
It
up that
is.
can.
Specifically
Pick up
5
that can.
bees. Pick up that can. I don't think you want to touch that can.
Put the can in the trash.
Where it belongs.
I love that room. It's so cool. There's so much bread here! Dude, this is just like a morgue.
Just like...
I like
just
cottage
like you.
cheese on bread. You haven't tried
I
it?
like bread.
It's the latest craze in culinary circles. I don't think a culinary circle would even consider that, ma'am.
I think a culinary circle is
No
just
problem
like
here.
I think a
Lucky
culinary
sandwiches. Wait, is it just a? Is it just an RNG sandwich? That sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
Fresh bread.
Fresh bread, fresh bread, fresh bread.
Was that an ambulance leaving the bakery? I'm glad I didn't buy a sandwich.
I think it was a fire truck, actually.
Uh,
Dude, you should talk to that guy.
Ah!
Dude,
Ah!
you should... Okay.
How did that not... Okay.
Yeah, that's weird. Engage the pogo pump.
This guy looks like he's from Kids Next Door.
Yeah, I know.
He's got, like, the super baggy pants with the super skinny legs.
Yeah.
Wow, you hurt. Like, a lot. Wow, you hurt, like, a lot. Wait, he became tame, even though he's just, like, a guy?
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna want to
Isn't
run
a
away and go to
culinary circle just a pizza?
I was gonna make the same joke with, like, an onion ring.
Okay. Hey, that looks like the guy from Demon Slayer.
What? Okay. I
Like
would say with that...
the yellow-haired guy with the nacho cheese Doritos cloak.
I don't watch anime.
Just got hit by a car.
Dude, that's just like in Demon Slayer.
I remember when that happened in Demon Slayer. Okay.
Yeah, go... You should go to the
That
inn.
isn't right.
Hotel.
That's not it.
You kind
Hotel?
of look like Dio.
Oh, I don't have
though.
any money. Would that be a problem when going to a hotel?
Then go to the drugstore and go to the ATM and ATM some money. So you could money in the ATM and money.
I'm gonna eat some money from the ATM. Kind of looks like Dio, though.
Yep, you would be the kind of person to eat money when straight from the ATM.
Enemies
like everyone
in
else.
the city. This really is America.
It's Eagle Land, actually.
That's just an alternate name.
You called it England last stream, so I don't want to hear anything from you.
Where is... Well, England is like America, but with knives instead of guns.
England is like America, but it's like America Prime.
Wait your turn, truck. Gee, come on! I can't go in the store!
He's cutting in line.
I hate it when trucks run into me, preventing me from going to the drugstore.
I hate it when trucks run into me, preventing me from entering a door.
Yeah.
Hit the button!
It's not working.
This one of the shoulder buttons.
I. It's not doing
Hit it.
anything. It's not doing anything.
There it goes.
Okay, hold on. It's not doing anything. It's a dog. That's not an ATM.
Same thing.
Dog, open your mouth. I need money, dog.
Dog. Dog, I swear to God. Dog.
Maybe there's a pearl in there like a clam. Let's take... sure, that's cool.
Keep in mind, if you die, you lose half of that.
This implies that dog are ATM. I just will save scum and not lose half of it. Where's... Oh, there's hotel. Hello, hotel. You look kind of like the drugstore, but with a different name out front.
Yeah.
Sir, did you leave your face
ATM
assets at home?
There's an ATM in this area.
There's an ATM room.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Architecture. You can also save at that phone. I'll be honest. You're probably gonna want to save after you're done in the hotel.
But oh my gosh!
Don't worry, that's per person. Imagine what this is gonna cost when you have 4 party members.
All of the rooms in this game suck. What kind of hotel room is this? Have a nice stay. There's a bed in the corner, 2 couches. That's it.
Damn.
Don't get a table. There's not even any outlets in any of the walls. How does this... This game sucks.
I think you're being too judgmental.
No. Nintendo, why didn't you get, like, actual hotel rooms? Why didn't you just, like, go and take a picture of a real hotel room and put it in the game? I would love to live at the ATM room. That would be so cool, Pickering. It's got everything you need. It's better than the hotel rooms. Like, just sleep in there. What's she called, Dad?
With what bed?
You sleep on the ATM.
That's the table.
I don't think it's good to work too hard. Sorry. I will continue not working hard. Televisions weren't invented yet when this game came out. Yeah, that's true. This was like 1880 something.
Yeah.
That's also canonically when this takes place, fun fact. Let's go to game! I love game.
Game.
I hate games. Who put a man in the game store?
You should have ended the stream there.
Why are there men in the game?
Why men game? Why game? Why men game?
Who put men in the game? Why are all the arcade machines called Stare?
Who put game in my men?
Why are all... These are all very clearly different arcade games. Why are they all called Stare?
Why are all the good men game?
That one up there is Donkey Kong. Can I play Donkey Kong? It was
It
you!
was you!
You beat Donkey Kong! Men in my game? Who put men in my game?
Game Boy.
That hurts so much. Can you not do that to me?
Yeah, he's hurting you.
Ah, idiot, you missed. Loser.
Bitch.
Didn't stand a chance.
Kill.
Hamburger! I love hamburger.
Hamburger.
Can I play Donkey Kong?
Burger.
No problem here. Yeah, there is. The problem is I'm not playing Donkey Kong.
Dude,
So all of these games are called Stare, and then the pinball machine is called Space. This is so cool. Well, yeah, you see it, right?
Yeah, I do.
Although the one at the end, like, kind of an R.
Don't say it.
Kind of Among Us.
Don't fuck off.
It's kind of, it's like Among Us.
It's you know, it's just.
Yeah, most of these games probably take place in space too. Like, this is probably Space Invaders or Galaga. Those two were Donkey Kong. I don't know what these 3 are though. This kind of looks like Pac-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, close enough. Do you have do you
Yeah.
have anything? Uh-huh. You sound like a... Wow, okay. Yeah,
Don't get a
buddy.
lippy, or I'll kick your butt.
No problem here. I don't know what that is. Hello, sir. Hey, kid, do you want me to come? Yeah. Ah. I have to finish Earthbound before I can become a member?
That's like a different game.
Hey, that's the Demon Slayer guy again. Frank has an incredibly powerful weapon. If you get your hands on it, I bet you can stand against any enemy. Man, this early, that's cool.
Yeah.
Tell you the truth, I like drinking tea and eating fresh vegetables, but that doesn't fit my super cool image. I guess I just have to accept this about myself. Man, this guy's got a rough... Hey, how you guys doing? Spit, 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 saliva, spit, spit, do you want some gum? This guy's got some, like, crazy raps right now. Get your own twit. When you buy an item that should be equipped, do you bother to actually equip it? I gave a hint to my own enemy. I'm such a rockin' dude. I obviously have total confidence in my own abilities. So you ready to get it on, Spanky? What is wrong with this guy?
To engage the skate punk.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's another man.
You should life up.
Yeah. He shredded fiercely, and that made the other guy laugh. Stop. Who has less health?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I'm just gonna go for this guy because he's probably a bigger threat.
I
Never
think
mind,
so.
they're the
Yeah,
same
never
threat.
Mind. You're gonna want to bash Pogo Punk, and then next.
Yeah. Oh, good, he laughed.
Nice.
And now
That's
I
really
have to
cool.
life up.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Nice.
I could have totally died just then.
I agree.
That sucks. But he should be dead now.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
Okay, now I should just heal.
Yeah.
This song's a banger. It is. I'm a big fan of this one.
I have no audio. Which one is this?
Whoa! I killed him.
Nice.
Every time I hear this song, I think about that one mashup with AirPod Shoddy.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Oh shit! You leveled up. Probably because you fought 3 high-level enemies.
Yeah. Did that do anything? Did going here do anything for me?
Well, this is the place where you need to go. So.
But did going up here do anything? I felt like I just fought people. There's like nothing in my way. Okay, well,
I guess say no. Damn.
Don't be such a... Okay. Oh, it's...
Hit him.
This fella.
Punch him. Bash him.
I'm doing that.
Kill him.
I'm doing that.
Do a murdering.
He's dead. We're good.
Murdering.
I have the video. I can sit on the server like right now. That sounds cool.
Go heal.
What the frick menu button? Oh, that works.
No, go heal.
I think that I should go through these doors.
Wonder you're on 13 health.
I don't know. I think I should go through these doors and probably fight a boss at like 2 health. I think that'd be cool. These guys will probably like respawn though, right?
Yeah, so what?
Fine. Ah! What did you tell me to do just then?
I said fodder.
Okay.
As in kill them.
I can, yeah.
Experience.
Where's a hotel? Ma'am? It's over here. There it is.
Hotel.
I sure don't have a map.
You should go use the ATM because you have 20 less dollars than you need.
I think I have enough money.
Yeah, you do in your ATM.
I'm gonna watch the stream on my phone because I'm currently burning here on PC. That sounds fun, Pickering. I hope you don't die, because that sounds bad, actually, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Let's take another $50. Look at that. I'm rich.
Death is generally not desirable.
Oh, yeah. Pretty cool of all the people in this town to just not question, like, a 10-year-old staying at a hotel by himself. Like, I would think any kind of responsible adult would start asking questions.
But props to these people for not being responsible adults.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't care about you, Dad. I just want to go kill people. Come on.
Thank you, Father.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
writing down stuff in my diary for me, Dad, but I gotta go kill the local gang members.
Yeah.
God. The nerve of some people.
The nerve of that particular person.
Oh no, the guys in here are just gone. Cool.
Someone has knocked on my door.
That
I'll
sounds
be right
awesome.
back. Yeah, it is.
Oh hey, that's the guy with the stuff. This guy's cool. I think the only thing I know about this boss fight is that, I just loaded the save. Oh my gosh. I'm a genius. I'm so smart. I wanted to save over that save point, and instead I loaded the save point. This game is awesome. Thank you, Nintendo. Imagine walking in a hotel and telling them you aren't staying and leave.
I'm back. What are you doing?
I accidentally loaded the point instead of saving again. So now I have to go...
Oh, you're a dumbass.
Thanks, I know. It's not like it'll be that long, though. It'll be fine.
This does not bode well.
Okay. Now we can go kill people. Isn't this guy the dude with the boss fight music that is just another song that exists?
What?
Like, his boss music, isn't it just like an actual song that someone else made that Nintendo just made into a game song?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it is. But, I mean...
Congrats.
I guess you're stupid, so... What does
Well,
bees
yeah,
have
but
to
that
do with
has
this
nothing to do
game?
with it.
There were bees last time. There was this guy
There were
talking
bees.
about how the bees were coming and we were all gonna die.
Yeah, that's canon.
Oh, no one tried to kill me as I walked in the door this time. Okay. We'll create suspend point. Look at that. Fantastic.
What a button.
Hello, sir. You're a friendly fellow, right? I'm Frank. You are? Oh, wait. You want to give him, like, a funny voice? It sounded like he wanted
Frank. You are? Come on. You can at least say your name.
to. Oh, that was... Okay. Yeah.
Frank attack.
Dude, how is his hand... What is his hand doing? That does not look normal there, sir.
It's not.
Youch.
Who needs to follow game mechanics when you have save states?
Dude, get bashed. He lowered my guts by 2? I need those guts. Ouchies. Stop. Do not do damage to me. I will kill you. I'm just like a child and he's throwing knives at me. What is wrong with this dude?
Dude, you crit.
I did.
Now you can...
I think I'm dying, though. Okay, so let me just... Okay. I don't even think those are knives. They're like car keys. Is this Cars music? Drew, what kind of... What? Cars music.
What
It
does
seems like
Cars
that
music
seemed like
even mean?
unfair. He just did that 3 times in a row. What
Yeah,
the-
he's kind of, You could grind.
Or I could kill him. I'm gonna grind by killing this guy and getting experience. He says something
Yeah.
nasty. Don't do that. He did it again! Oh, if I just have to life up after he hits me at all. Awesome. Oh, cool. I'm gonna die again.
Nice.
Wait,
Wait, no. Yes.
what?
That I said this last time. The game works on like a counter system. Like your HP ticks down. If you're able to put
Easy.
yeah, if you're able to perform an action before you die, then you'll might be able to heal yourself.
He said Among Us and it lowered my guts.
What?
That's so true, Pickering.
Fail-proof Frank can't be beaten.
Wait, imagine he just says Among Us and then you just fall like Walter White.
Among Us.
Ness just falls to the ground like, no, it can't be.
Puff, puff, puff. And this is Frankenstein Mach 2.
Oh, it's not over.
Nope.
This guy's a lot scarier. Oh, nice burst of steam, idiot. Yikes. Ow. Can you not do that? Okay, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Mhm.
Like, I think we just lose. But I mean...
Mhm.
I mean... Maybe he'll die?
I don't think so.
Maybe he'll die?
Oh, you're dead.
Dang it.
Don't load your suspend point.
Oh, Morge. It looks like you got your head handed to you. So, how about giving another shot? Yeah. Yeah. Courage and...
Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Those are some small pixels. That was like Earthbound, but on the Switch.
What?
Wait. So am I just like... Did I like load a save point? Or...
You should go back now.
Okay. I don't know how video games work unless I'm using save states, so...
Yeah, you shouldn't use save states
Oh,
in
that's
this
a guy.
particular instance.
Oh, that's just another one.
Oh. Well then. You should kill him then.
I don't have any PP. Oh, this game sucks. Wow, I'm just gonna die.
I'm glad.
Pardon me.
You should go rest at the inn.
Okay. Oh, they
You
vanished.
need your PP back.
Fine.
He said Among Us, but louder.
Do I have enough money?
No.
Oh. It's always $15 with you people.
Just collect $15. Wait. $20. No. 20. 20.
Ah, you're so demanding.
Yes.
This game is hard, Rhyme. I don't know if I can keep playing this.
It is. Yes. It's hard in the beginning. It's not so hard later on.
When do I get bees?
When do you get beat? You don't. B died.
But he comes back, right?
No, he doesn't.
He comes back, right?
No.
But
There's no more bees.
what?
Wonder there's not any more bees in this game.
What? But he
Done with
talked
the
about
bees.
so many bees. He mentioned.
The bees.
Why are there people in this game?
I love the idea that you were having an existential crisis and this guy aggressively skated towards you.
Oh, everyone's missing.
Hell yeah.
Oh, now they're
That
not.
didn't miss.
Oh, come on!
Dickhead!
These guys suck!
Yeah, these guys really are not fun to fight at all.
They went from, like, dogs to, like, God.
These guys are god, yeah.
Yeah, look, he's got the iconic God hula hoop.
Okay.
And they laugh hysterically just like God does. He wasn't even a bee? Who wasn't even a bee? Certainly no one in this game. I use all
Greg,
my
let him
healing
have
on
it.
like a regular fight.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go back to the hotel again!
Before you go back to the hotel again, you should probably fight more enemies so you can level up.
I'm grinding and I don't even want to be. I just can't get to the arcade otherwise.
Yep.
No!
Fun.
There's so many more guys! There's three of them down there!
Another one joined in the
What is
battle.
this? What? I wish we had bees again. When did the bees become guys that called more guys to come kill you? What do you mean damage to the Yes Man Jr.? That's not who I was hitting. Oh my, what?
Bees.
I hate video games. Video games suck. Can I just go get, like, another team member? Like, right now?
No.
Can you mod the game so I can?
You can try it.
Like, I can mod the game?
You can try.
Thanks, Pickering. It's probably supposed to be should, but I like how it just ends.
Yush.
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 It's like saying yes, but awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are there men everywhere? Who put men in this game? No! I do not Okay, I genuinely do not understand this difficulty spike.
I know, it's terrible.
Is this like an actual thing that is like a problem with the game? Because this seems like
Yes.
absurd.
No, it is. Believe me.
I was fighting like
Going
dogs
into it-
that died in like 2
going-
hits, and now I'm fighting
I
3
think you're
enemies at a
I
time.
think you're not alive anymore.
I think you're right.
Nice.
Be considered running like a coward.
Like, genuinely, that's a huge problem with early game Earthbound. Some of the enemies really just suck.
I mean, yeah, like a guy who summons other guys, and it's like the second enemy you fight.
And each individual guy has the propensity to deal 1/3 of your health.
Yeah. What the heck has happened to this video game?
Believe me, this is not just you.
Or
It might be
Wonder,
more
can you
efficient.
stream Hades? I'll stream Hades at some point, yeah.
It might be more efficient to fight the crows until you level up a couple times.
That's what I'm trying to do, but every time I fight any of them, I die.
The crows. Like spiteful crows.
I don't even think that those are in this game. It's just like, what am I going to do with you?
Yep, there's none of them in this game. There's not one.
Is there anyone I can fight at the burger shop? This guy's in the middle of the intersection. He just stopped.
What a lad.
You good, buddy? Wow, he just walked right up to me. Dog! That's an enemy I can kill. Ah!
Ouchie.
Yeah, so I went from that type of fight to summon 3 enemies.
Mm-hmm.
What even?
They suck.
Nintendo, are you okay? Were you okay? Like, what was going on?
Yeah.
Were you alright?
No.
This is, like, not how Nintendo makes video games at all.
Mm-hmm.
No wonder that Earthbound is so famous for being hated by every living person ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly all people really say about it. Everyone's like, man, I wish there were more bees in this game. 2 out of 10.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you go on, like, IGN, that'll be every review, I guarantee it.
Going to IGN right now.
You don't have to. Like, I just know.
IGN Earthbound
Or go to, like, Rotten Tomatoes.
review. Fine. Rotten
Earthbound caused
Tomatoes.
Among Us.
Earthbound.
Yeah, Among Us is one of those Earthbound-inspired depressing RPGs.
Alright.
Oh, wow, I just demolished that crow.
Yeah.
At least this game isn't as bad as Mother 1's early game spike. That sounds fun.
Joe, an alien living on Earth, falls in love with Maria. He shares his secret, and she thinks he is crazy until intergalactic bounty hunters arrive and take him away.
What is this, the plot of the Among Us movie?
That is not the correct game.
Sounds like the plot of the Among Us movie.
When Jim Rittenshaw learns that his wife is having an affair with Richard Desborough, Jim
That's
kills
Ness!
Richard. The murdered man's ghost then takes up residence and attempts to positively influence the lives of those he wronged.
That's just like Ness.
What is this?
Earthbound.
What did you think of the movie Optional? Nick, but there's a real movie called Earthbound.
Hey, he didn't summon a guy this time. But I'm gonna miss, and he's gonna summon a guy next turn. Never mind, we're good. Don't listen to him. This is definitely the plot of the Among Us movie.
Oh my god, I'm going back.
Are you kidding me?
IGN Earthbound review. Earthbound review.
I just die and I die and I die and I die. I love death and dying. I'm really good at it.
During an introspective moment, Earthbound reminds us that the world is full of bees.
That's so true. What if Among Us movie's literally just Earthbound? That'd be awesome.
Why are we so focused on the Among Us movie?
Because that's what it was.
You guys are gonna make me go to sleep.
Conversation so boring that you just fall asleep spontaneously.
Narcolepsy. What was that noise? It was like a honk.
Oh, that was just my clown nose.
Yeah, it's just narcolepsy.
That's, yep. $8 in my bank account. Hold on, Dad. Are you running out of money?
Yes.
Well, it'd be cool if these people stopped killing me.
Yep.
Escargot Express nom.
You don't even know what
Are
that does.
you eating the package?
Yeah, that would make sense.
It's funny because it's snails, Drew, and those are not known for being fast. Let's talk about something interesting. How were your taxes, partner?
I could ban him.
You just said nom. Love taxes. Delicious.
My best lunch.
Spent everything from Persona merch. Yeah, I actually took money from the IRS. Oh, I have too many things. I could throw my town map away.
You're gonna want to throw away a
ATM card?
cookie.
That's not what I
Cookie.
meant. That's not. Yeah, I'll just leave the cookie behind. I abandoned the
Okay,
cookie. I'm so sorry, cookie. Is there like an item storage?
Yes.
Where is that? Is that the Escargot Express? Is that what it is?
That is exactly what that is. Yes.
Okay. Should I do that at all?
Could be useful.
Don't remember the menu button. It's
It's
A.
A.
That's why I forget.
It's
It's
A.
the last
not-
thing that a menu would
yeah.
be.
Mhm.
It's a lot of stuff.
Cookies heal like nothing.
That sounds cool. Maybe I'll just eat those all the time.
Could do that.
Ah! These people are just everywhere. How high of a level should I be to kill this man? Because I
I
felt
don't
like
know.
I was nowhere near close enough.
Hold on, I'll look. Frankie's
Eat the soundstone. That sounds healthy. Hamburger. Yeah, I'll throw something away. Buy cookie.
Uh,
Can I sell food items at all? Can I, like, sell all my cookies?
yeah, you can.
Or do I...
He has 91 hit points.
I was doing, like, 6 damage.
I think you got a crit and hit 30.
Oh, I was doing 6 damage to the second guy.
No, that is the second guy.
Oh. Yeah, no, I did not crit him.
Yeah.
Hello, drugstore. You want to buy my stuff? I have a cookie. $3? Oh, heck yeah.
Money.
I don't want to buy anything. Why would I want to do that? I want to sell stuff. Cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Why can I only sell one item at a time?
Yeah, yeah.
This is like Animal Crossing.
Stop. Don't sell your fucking hamburger.
Why?
You can heal with those.
Or I could
You could...
sell them for money and then buy nothing. Where, don't you have like a funny bat? Like that would probably help like a lot.
Uh-huh.
Would the yo-yo or the bat be better though? Is my question.
Probably the bat. I say get the bat.
Okay. See, I would think yo-yo because Ness.
Mhm.
Oh, you hurt my feelings.
There's an ATM right in that shop.
You're right. Men jump scare.
Men jump scare.
There's so many men. Why are there so many men?
So
I
many
don't remember how
men,
much
so
it was, so
many
I'll just pull out $40. That's probably enough.
men. That's pretty close.
Bat, give. Do you want to, like, equip it here? Yes. Wow. Yeah, take my other piece of junk. Okay.
Wait.
Yeah, yo-yo is not
Yeah.
better.
Mhm.
Very cool. Okay. So can you just, like, run out of money?
Yes.
That doesn't seem, like, fair.
It's much more of an issue early game than it is late game.
That would make sense.
Like, a lot of the issues with Earthbound are kind of early game exclusive.
Any more men I can kill? Hello, men? Would you like to die? Yeah, I do want to start a fight.
True,
Hey,
true.
Little punk. Die. Woo, 26. That's a big number.
Yeah.
Get out here, loser. He fell down. What an idiot.
What an absolute buffoon. You
There are 2 hits
took
now. That is so much
you took
better.
you took like no damage.
Yeah. I must temporarily go. Temporarily goodbye then, Pickering. I kind of do want Frank to beat me up. That's kind of like the whole point of why I'm doing this, buddy.
Mhm.
Don't hit me. I don't like that. I missed. And he did too.
Yeah.
Incredible. Wonderfish, do you believe that all men should die? I don't like these men. I think they should probably die.
Yeah.
Hydrate, I can do that.
You got a hamburger.
These men
Wait,
hang
you see
around
that
the
butterfly?
game. Butterfly.
You see that butterfly? Run into the butterfly.
Butterfly!
Chase it. Get it. Obtain it.
Is it going faster? Butterfly eaten.
It heals your PP.
Cool. You should have probably told me to go get it after I healed myself then.
Mhm.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna go. I can just make it a suspend point. We'll be fine. There's more men. They're in the way of the truck. The truck is in the way of the thing. What do you mean? This game sucks.
OMG, it's my 3-month anniversary, and that obviously matters. Please care, Wonder. Wonder, why are you caring? You should care harder. Please, oh please care.
Thank you, Aiden, for the Prime subscription. That's very cool of you. Your message makes me a little scared, though. Do not hit me. I don't like it.
I agree.
Stop. Fine, I'll eat burger. Stop!
Quit it, quit it, quit it, quit it.
I wrote that with the intention that you'd ignore it. I don't know if it's funnier. You did acknowledge it or not. Well, why would I ignore it if you're doing a subscription? Those are the ones that I pay the most attention to because it is money.
Yeah. If you hit load.
That would have been so funny. I would have cried. I would not have laughed. I would have cried.
Yeah.
Hello, Frank. Frankenstein Mark II? Yeah. I am overconfident. Oh, I can just fight the thing now. Instead
Yeah,
of just him.
that's why I specifically didn't want you to load the state.
Oh, wow. I do a little bit more now.
Mm-hmm.
I will hit you one more time. I forgot that you also had the move where you did a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, you are, like, slacking, so we're okay.
Yeah. Dominic is now playing Hades. Whoa, is that Wonderfish playing a video game on twitch.tv/swonderfish?
It is, Indigo.
Yeah.
At least you're honest about it.
Ryan, do you think Jeff would make NFTs? No, but I think Tony would.
Dude, this is so
This is my
sad.
This is my first defeat. Fail-proof Frank is now just failure Frank.
Now you've been asking around, so I'll tell you about Giant Step. It seems to be quite a powerful spot. Some kind of power is stored there that allows certain people to perform wondrous feats.
Like bees!
However, a bee sucked up all the energy at that spot. It's difficult to get to giant bees. That's all I know. I suggest you collect more information on your own. The entrance to the path is leading to Giant Step is behind the touring entertainer's shack. Perkle, Mayor of Onnet, has a key to the shack.
Pickle, the mayor of Ont.
What the hell? Amorge, you've become stronger than
Yeah, I have.
You're just at the beginning.
Yeah, I have Bozo. See, oh!
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure they respect you now, so they won't attack you.
Yeah? Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bees are so awesome, they are.
Wait, dig around in that trash can. You'll find a hamburger.
Hamburger, garbage, hamburger. Oh my gosh, you lied to me.
I'm sorry, I thought it was always a hamburger. I was wrong.
Rhyme, you're a bad friend.
I'm a bad person.
Friendship title revoked.
Demotion. Co-worker.
I have a little bit of money.
A
Do I even
modicum.
need to do this?
No.
I really like don't. I'll just save though.
Mhm.
Hello, Papa. Thank you for the money again. Bye, pup. Leave, Dad. Dad, I don't care about you anymore. Rhyme is bad, period. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's not very nice. You should be nicer to this guy. What did he ever do to you?
You mean...
Pizza!
What do you mean?
Ah! Dude, this sucks. I wanted pizza. Bush Hospital. Why is the only thing that you can see a W? The only thing...
Yeah.
Is it we put our life into operating on you, and the only thing that they remembered to put on the sign was the W? Crow. Crow Akechi.
Bro. The dude.
Yes! I'm just that good.
You are.
Hello. Bozo. Morge is the best character? That sounds cool. What was this? Even if you're poor, come and see how easy it is to own a luxurious second home. Beak Point Real Estate. So you're the boss of the crows. Doesn't this house look good? You can buy for only $7,500. There's an ocean view and the sunsets are beautiful. Folks should have a place of their own. Do you want to buy it? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. You should buy the house.
I want to buy that island.
Nice.
I'm gonna buy that island one day.
Mhm.
I'm gonna buy that island one day too.
Hell yeah.
And those, that's the final goal. Wow, okay, I figured that was just a guy. I must be the happiest man in the world. I can practice my trumpet in this scenic spot. I'll send my haunting melody throughout the town. Cool. Trees. Can I go into them? Maybe.
Who? Oh.
Trees. Trees. This is hard.
Okay.
Trees. Oh, who put trees in this game?
Wonder?
This is the biggest obstacle yet.
Of course it is.
What?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm extraordinarily exhausted right now. I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Have fun figuring out the least convoluted part of this game by yourself.
Oh, it is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm aware. You see, the thing is, you're supposed to go to that one place with two clowns, and then after you go see the clowns, you're supposed to go see the mayor, then come back to the clowns, and then let you into the clown house, and after you're done with the clown house, you'll be able to go through the clown house and
I'm scaring away the local wildlife. Yeah, I heard
Rhyme's
Rhyme
leaving.
left.
Okay.
Aiden, what do you know about this game?
He played this game too, so you can enlist him to help from the chat. Alright. See ya.
Goodbye. Okay.
Good night.
Aiden, you get to take over.
Cool. I get to watch this VOD.
Yeah, it'll be cool. Bye, Rhyme. Sleep well. Wait, did he? Oh wait, he's gone already. Wait, Aiden's in a call. Aiden, if you want to game, you're gonna have to leave Drew behind. Maybe I can go this way. Dang. Frick. Don't worry, I'll give you the bad directions to the goal, Wonderfish. Thank you, Breg. Oh my gosh, Aiden did it. He left Drew behind. Let's go. This is huge. I cannot believe it.
This were required.
Okay, we gotta do some volume. Speak.
Hello?
Yeah, you were definitely too loud. I'm gonna turn you down. This is incredible. This is the opposite problem as before.
I think that's because everyone was around last time.
Yeah, probably. Okay,
The thing is like,
perfect.
I felt kind of bad for leaving, the person I was in call with, but he was like, oh no, leave, he's asking you to join. He was the one that pushed me to join.
Rude to take my companion, how dare you. Sorry, Drew.
Drew, you told me to join.
I won't stop him from being mad at you.
Fair enough.
Those clowns were looking at me funny.
How much did Rhyme know about this game when
He
you were
probably-
playing it with him?
He probably knows, like, everything important.
So, that's the difference between him and I. I played this years ago. I don't remember all too much. But I do remember main key points. So
Okay,
I guess
I'm at the funny clown part with the funny clowns.
are
Here,
you
what-
talking about the cult village?
I don't know. I haven't played this video
I
game
remember
before.
I remember a very culty thing. Oh, you're sharing your screen on Discord.
Yeah. That way you don't have to be like
Look at
30 seconds
delay.
behind.
Stream, that's right.
Let me make Wonder feel bad. Thanks, Drew.
You know
Blah,
what?
blah, blah.
Fair enough. Make Wonder feel as bad as you possibly can.
Okay, the
Not because I have
funny...
anything against him, because I think that would be funny.
the funny clown guy said something funny about City Hall, so I think we should go to that funny place.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where City Hall is.
I was referring to a thing a little bit later.
That's cool.
Even though the police station is a cult in itself. So I
Like,
guess
you
could
talking
see the
about real
confusion.
life or in the game?
Just so things don't get political, I'm going to be purposely vague.
Very cool. I like that answer. City Hall, whoa, that is funny. It is. Wonder if this is the funny guy.
So I've never been a stream companion before, so what are my tasks and duties?
Yeah.
Do
Do you need like a contract?
I know Rhyme
Should I
in
get
the
like a
chat.
contract ready?
Oh sure, what are your paying rates?
0.
That's 0 more than I'm making currently.
Sounds about right. It would either be less or 0 more.
Exactly. I mean, I've
Politics?
been unemployed since like March, so it's better than nothing.
I mean, is work that doesn't get you anything at all, like, better than nothing?
Why is Twitch advertising to run an ad on your stream now?
I don't know.
In
I
the
don't
chat,
pay
it says
attention.
only visible to you. Run an ad with your 500 points.
Oh. That's pretty funny, actually.
For a second, I thought you made me mod, but then I realized, oh wait, no, it's just channel points.
It's just telling you to spend stuff to make me run an ad.
No, I want to purposely save it, and so I don't do anything with it.
Oh, I helped the guys so I can go around here now and talk to the dude. Hey, I'm Mayor. I'm a pickle. It's so nice to meet you. This is the funniest guy I've ever seen. You beat up the town bullies, punched them out big time, kicked their butts, bit their heads off, gored them, spit in their eyes, made them wet their pants, chopped off their limbs, killed them dead. That was awesome,
And
kid.
ate their heart.
You yanked their heart out, you ate it. It was so
You're
cool.
a cannibal. I'm arresting you.
You're a criminal, but it was so awesome. Like, I don't even care.
Is this before or after you beat up the police?
I have not beat up the police yet. I think this guy will probably not like me soon if I'm gonna beat up the police.
I thought you beat it up to get to this town. I guess not.
He's giving, like, the key to a shack to a child.
Just a random
I'll
ass
be
shack.
able to avoid any responsibility, right? Yeah. You're such
Uh.
a smart kid! Oh my gosh!
Clearly,
I have too
wherever
much
he's
to
taking
carry.
You is like a drug den.
It'll be awesome. Okay, I have too much to carry, so before
I mean,
before I
clearly
grab
the
that, I have to
battle
eat a cookie.
menus- Clearly, the battle menus are on some type of drugs, so...
Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to watch him say all of that again.
All I distinctly remember
Oh, I have to run an
about
ad,
this
too.
game, like,
Oh no, wait, I did that.
very specifically, is like, in one specific area in the game, if you interact with the wall, you can fucking break the game.
That sounds really cool. I like breaking video games. Politics on my
I
Twitch
would usually
content
entertain
creator.
us.
Shame.
Oh, joke's on you. I'm not entertaining at all.
I also haven't left. What the heck? Also, eternal service in the pit of hell, but mostly just
Oh my
speaking.
god.
Thanks, Drew.
I'm sorry for the background noise. My brother's a bit wild right now.
Can you, like, put him down?
No.
What's
Actually,
stopping
can
you?
you? Hear him?
I heard him for, like, a split second.
Okay.
Yo.
If he gets more wild, I'll mute myself whenever he does.
Understood. It's probably a good call.
Yeah, I'm referring to the 10 glitch.
That sounds fun.
The funny thing about that is, like, it's not even like it's not like a predetermined glitch, like something very specific happens. Anything and everything can happen. It can teleport you to places later in the game. It'd be regular text glitches. Anything can happen.
I have the... Do I have to use the key to the shack on the door? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't read the full name. Oh, that's just rhyme, but with a funnier name.
Put him down, he says, literally
I just
advocating
read
murder
Shadow,
while on
and I
a
was like,
public
oh,
platform.
Okay, that's enough for me.
Literally advocating murder while on a public platform. Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, especially with someone with autism. That's funny. Not.
Dang, okay, that got worse. Dude, I'm in a cave.
Nah, you didn't know.
Why is the game lagging? Or am I just moving slow? What the heck?
Poor Nintendo, not being able to even run games properly.
Attack Slug A and B.
Oh, I remember these guys.
I one-shot both of them. Oh, baby! Offense went up by
When I
4.
first tapped back into the stream, for a second I thought you were just grinding, and I was questioning your actions.
I really like how the slugs are just little dots on the ground.
I was like, why the hell is Wonder grinding in Earthbound?
I mean, I had to, like, a couple minutes ago.
Fair enough.
Oh, baby? Yeah, I'm a big fan of that oh, baby line. It reminds me of Ryan from Xenoblade, and that's pretty cool.
There's an unfunny joke I can make about Ryan.
That sounds
And
about
something
right.
specifically to do with time and guys.
That's like... That was, like, so scarily vague. Why is this...
It's so vague, but if you know what it is, you know what it is.
I think I might know what it is, and I don't like it very much. I like it when Ryan said it's Ryan time and rhined all over the mechons. Yeah, that was pretty cool. That did happen. Drew, you should play Xenoblade so you can see that happen. That was a good part of the game. I need to heal. I'm
Can't
gonna
wait for
die
the day
because I just keep
Wonder
walking.
decides to stream like a 200-hour JRPG.
Persona 5, but like
You should
3
stream an
times.
MMO.
I've played Toontown on here.
Is Toontown an MMO?
Yeah.
I never played Toontown before, to be honest.
Well, it
Wasn't
is in
really a
fact an
Disney
MMO.
guy. The games I really played as a child were like Club Penguin and Pop Tropica.
Wait, you weren't a Disney guy, but you played a Disney game?
Oh right, Disney bought Club Penguin.
My
I'm not used
goodness.
to thinking of them as Disney.
I am
Because, like,
because
I was a
Disney's
kid and
favorite
didn't
thing
know
to
that.
do is shut their games down. It's really cool.
Oh, we don't have any new ideas.
Time to get rid of the old ones.
I can't wait for Club Penguin to be in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, if they cared about it, that would be such a funny crossover.
Didn't they kill Club Penguin off just to support their mobile game, which they also killed off? Like, not even a year later?
Probably. Disney really likes to try to make games and then not be good at them at all.
And then eventually they just decide to give it to publishers until they decide not to anymore.
Yeah. Wow, this sucks. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just realized your player name is Amori.
It's a Morge, actually.
What's a
What
penguin
was
and why are
that
they clubbing
fight?
together? Are they of legal age? It's not drinking clubbing, it's actually seal clubbing. It's problematic, but it makes sense since they're in the Arctic.
And that was a fight that existed. Holy cow.
I like how this game, like, implies that either the dad is on, like, a business vacation, or the parents divorced.
Yeah, that's a really funny, goofy, wacky detail.
It seems like such a wacky, goofy RPG, and then they bring about that stuff.
Dude, this RPG is so wacky. I love bees.
A penguin is a small invertebrate with 6 to 7 wisdom teeth. I want you to show proof. I don't believe you.
that's that's such a funny description.
Oh wait, I just realized. I thought it's I said invertebrate, but my mind thought vertebrate.
I like that out of every detail that you could say about a penguin that could, like, define it, you say it has 6 to 7 wisdom teeth.
And I like it. They also said they don't have a spine.
Well, I mean, they don't if you think about it. They just kind of flop around like little jelly blobs.
Are you thinking of different animals?
Nope, I'm thinking of penguins.
Last time I checked, penguins don't ragdoll everywhere.
Maybe not your penguins.
I watched Penguins in Madagascar. I know what I'm talking about.
They say smile and wave, and then they start bobbing around like little bags of jelly. It's awesome.
They didn't have enough animation budget.
Yeah, they cut out the essential detail of how penguins move so they could actually make the movie.
Oh yeah, there was a movie, wasn't there? I was thinking of the TV show.
What is a seal clubbing? Oh my gosh. You guys are going crazy.
I don't think I should describe that. I don't think that's okay.
Yeah, probably not. Why are the penguins in Madagascar? What did they accomplish there? Being in Madagascar?
They actually want to leave Madagascar. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, that's true.
They're the only ones that don't want to go to Madagascar.
Why have enemies all of a sudden started critting me all the time?
My favorite thing about the Penguins of Madagascar movie was that they made Benedict Cumberbatch a furry.
That was 4 enemies that just walked... Okay, they're all slugs. We're fine.
Do you have a AoE attack?
Nope.
Huh.
I don't have like anything right now. I
thought
have
you would have
bash.
gotten one by now. Guess not.
I've got bash and I've got bash and I've got don't die.
So,
They should have named it Penguins Want to Leave Madagascar then. Yeah, that's a much simpler title.
my memories of this game revolve around the YouTuber Chugga Conroy, and then playing it on Wii U Virtual Console. And even then, I don't even know if I completed it.
Oh, I got Side Punch. Cool.
I don't remember if I ever beat it or not.
I remember watching
it would be
episode 1 of Chugga Conroy's playthrough of the game, and then not watching any more because I realized I wanted to play the game for myself.
he did 2 Let's Plays actually of this
Yeah,
game.
I watched the first episode of the second one, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch anymore. And then it took
What's
me
your favorite
like
Let's
several
Play you
years
did?
to get to the game. Favorite Let's Play that you did?
Yeah.
I remember really liking Pokemon Platinum. That was the one where I started watching him.
I think my favorite, I think I have to say the Luigi's Mansion one.
Oh, that one
Because I
was
think
really
that's the
good.
first one I watched.
Wait, if I like walk away from this mouse... Okay, I was like walking away and turning back and it would turn around like it's a Boo from Mario.
I was going to say the same thing.
It was so funny looking. Can you not crit me, sir? I don't like that.
The
God.
mouse is a very punchable sprite.
I'm gonna kill this guy. And kill him
I
dead.
can't stay long, just came to say hi and collect my streak points, so I'll also miss tomorrow's stream due to work. Oh, thanks
Unfortunate,
for
Delta,
showing
but
up,
hello.
Delta.
Thank you for the hydrate and the Tic Tac. I love water.
You must gorge yourself for our pleasure.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many calories in this Tic Tac. I'm going to become large and
What
not be able to
flavors do you
move.
have?
This one's green apple.
Do you have the minion flavored Tic Tacs?
I hope they don't taste like Minions. That sounds gross.
I think they tasted like bananas.
Probably. I have Tropical Adventure, which is probably about as close as it gets. There's a bunch of orange and yellow ones in there. I did get the Minions ones at one point in my life, though. Those were originally a
There's
thing
one
with the
enemy
first
in this
Minions movie.
game. There's one enemy in this game I really like, but I don't want to say what it is because I wanted to see you react to it blindly.
It could be quite a while for us to get there, then.
What do minions taste like?
I don't really
I
want to
mean-
think about that question.
We don't even know, like, most of their anatomy or what the fuck they are.
Maybe they're invertebrates. Maybe they just bob around like little jelly sacks.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they were invertebrate. I feel like they don't have any bones and they're just flesh and muscle.
Minions are just 100% muscle.
Imagine in the next, like, Despicable Me movie, and there's just one really buff minion.
That would be awesome.
With, like,
They should,
human proportions.
yeah, they should do kind of like what they did with Despicable Me 2 with the purple minions. They should just make one, but it's like ripped.
I forgot all about the purple minions. Like, they really only did that to make toys, didn't they?
That's what they always do. I'm being called on this rope. Well, it's your dad. You've been out there for a long time now. Maybe none of my business. Don't you think it would be a good idea if you took a break? No? I've been playing the game for less than an hour and a half. What is-
Imagine speedrunning
Wow.
this game, you're about to get the world record, and then your dad calls you in the game.
You probably can just beat it before he calls you one time.
Maybe.
You just outrun Dad's worry. You save the world before he can even worry about you.
I will stand by the point that the first Despicable Me movie was pretty good.
I think that that is Illumination's only good film.
I agree. After they realized that they could put no effort into it,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same with, like, Shrek and DreamWorks. Shrek 1 is an amazing movie.
Well, maybe with specifically the Shrek franchise. I like Shrek 2, though.
Yeah. I can't believe they decided to make a sequel to the Puss in Boots spin-off before making a Shrek 5.
I'm fine with that, though, because the Puss in Boots sequel looks really good.
I remember not liking the Puss in Boots movie.
I remember thinking it was
Actually, I don't
okay,
even
which is a
remember
bad sign when I
disliking it.
watched it as a child.
All I remembered is when I heard that it existed, I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll do a Donkey spin-off next.
That would ruin everything. That'd be like the Shrek equivalent of Planet Sheen.
Planet Sheen. His name is Dorcas.
Shrek is so awesome. You're so right, Indigo. Shrek is so cool and awesome and cool.
Oh, that's Indigo?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was just Rhyme with a funnier name.
No, I think Rhyme is dead right now.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit. I kind of wanted to have him on for this playthrough. But, you know, sometimes you just pass away and that's just how it is.
No, I'm just your backup.
Yeah. Also, Mr. Fish, who is this guy you're playing with? It's not Rhyme, so who is he? This is Aiden.
I don't know who I am. I think Wonder just made me for the stream.
Aiden is actually a figment of my imagination. Every time that he talks, I'm just doing a funny impression.
I was going under the assumption that I was just like a toy that came to life. Much like a Skylander.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got one of those like little Skylander portal things in front of me in front of me right now, and I just put like a little figure on top of it, and he's just here.
You should do a Skylanders stream.
I'm not gonna do that.
The first Skylanders was a good game.
They sure
So
are
Force.
good games when you're a child.
They
They're like Lego games, but more expensive.
Fun fact, I actually used to have all the Skylanders in the first game except for one of them. Except for it was like a water Skylander with a mace.
I think I know that guy. I had all the Skylanders. I thought it was awesome.
I remember my dad used to go out of his way to buy them, even the rare ones that would like never show up on store shelves.
Yeah, we did that too. Oh, that was so cool. We'd always go down to like the grocery store and we'd hope that they'd be there. And then they never were.
I remember I always used to, whenever we went to like Target or something, I would always go to the Skylander section just to look around. Quote unquote, just to look around. I'd always try to convince my parents to buy one.
Mr. Wonkum, you should buy every Skylander for the meme. I already did that once. I'm not gonna. That would be awful decision now.
The only one I have on possession now is Legend. I forgot his name, but it's a curse. It's like a death one. The Knight.
I'm not gonna remember the names of like
of
any of them. I remember Trigger Happy because he was my favorite. Back
when I was a child and went to Catholic school, I was forced to do First Communion, and I got this 3-pack of legendary Skylanders as a First Communion gift.
That's such a funny idea.
I remember it was
going to communion, getting Skylanders.
I remember legendary Chop Chop, that was his name. The only reason why I still have him is because like when I was moving to Australia, we were packing things away, I kept planning to throw him out, and somehow he managed to find its way into my suitcase.
Dude, this is like Toy Story. He didn't want to go.
One of my family members who was helping us pack, purposely accidentally put. Oh no, not accidentally. Just thought it was meant to be packed.
I definitely think it was a Toy Story scenario. I don't think it was anything else, to be honest.
Imagine a Toys to Life game, but it's Toy Story. I feel like that would lend itself well.
Disney Infinity?
Does Disney Infinity have any Toy Story characters?
Yeah.
I remember they focused more on Monsters University than anything.
I thought there was Toy
I'm gonna
Story
look it
character.
up.
I'm pretty sure there was. Was there not? There might not have been. I could be gaslighting myself.
I'm gonna look it up.
I feel like I remember there being Toy Story characters, but I could be wrong. This game gives me so many cookies.
I
And
know there
just
was
don't
definitely
want
not
them.
like a play set for it. Yet again, I never played Disney Infinity, so. Oh yeah, there were. There's
Yeah,
Buzz Lightyear, Woody, and I don't remember her name.
Jessie?
Wendy, I think.
Jessie?
Jessie.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I was thinking
Wendy.
of fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Does
Man, my
Mr. Helper having a
favorite
stroke?
cowboy burger.
Hey, I have a name. Mr. Helper is the name of my father. I'm actually Helper Jr.
Yeah, come on, be polite. Wait, that Antoid called for help and it said, but no one came. That's just like Undertale.
Oh my god.
This game is awesome.
I don't know why I keep alt-tabbing back to the stream when there's a delay, and I can just see what you're actually playing on Discord.
Oh, I got some kind of fancier healing. That sounds cool. I sure don't know what it does, though, but I'm gonna eat this cookie.
Pokemon reference? I'll take your word for it. I don't know what specific reference.
Oh, that looks shiny and sparkly. You finally got here. This is the first Your Sanctuary location, but it's mine now. Take it from me if you dare. Oh, that's a boss. Titanic Ant. This is the funny song! It's the funny song!
I can't hear the game audio on Discord, sadly.
It's the meme one.
And I won't turn up the stream volume because I don't want to risk an echo.
Yes! Oh, it's the... I love this. Biting... Oh!
That's a lot of health, buddy.
What?
The calls
my-
for help but no one came is a Pokemon reference.
Okay, I need to kill the other small man first.
Hickorine cannot hear the music.
That's so sad. It's the one that goes like do 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 do, and that's
Oh,
it.
the funny TikTok, the funny meme song.
See, he figured it out. I can't believe that actually worked.
That's what I was thinking of, but like I didn't want to assume.
Side punch. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, there was another enemy there?
He was hiding behind the ant.
He was. What a nerd. Oh, he used a shield. What a nerd. I'll just punch him. Oh, he dodged. Okay, well.
What do you think would happen if Peter Parker was bit by this ant, and specifically?
He would die.
He would just rip off the
I
hand.
cannot hear because the mic is louder in the game. How is the game that quiet?
For one, you should be privileged that you can hear Wonderfish so well. Unless you're referring to me.
It's like the volume that I normally have, like, game music at. Huh. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna bash him again. I should not have done that. I should have healed. I think I lose now. Oh no, we're good. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that I kill this guy eventually. You just die, sir?
Are you streaming more of this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Because now that I've been featured on the stream, I feel like I have to show for the rest of them.
Well, I mean, Rhyme takes
I mean,
priority,
unlike in voice
unfortunately.
chat, I know you'll have Rhyme back.
You'll be just backup Rhyme. I'm sorry you've been delegated to this position. That's just how it is. I just died. That sucks.
At least I'm canon to the Wonderfish lore.
Wonderfish is a privilege, not a right. That's true. Thank you. I can faintly hear the music. Oh wait, what?
Shadow
didn't
Rhyme
change
Time Guy
anything.
says backup rhyme.
Just worse than normal rhyme. Yeah,
You're
that's
an evil
what that one
clone. You
means.
shouldn't be speaking.
Man, I like how my money just like multiplies every time I die.
Dr. Rhyme is cooler than Aiden, so I wouldn't mind Dr. Rhyme returning and replacing Aiden.
Okay, that
If someone knows how to do basic programming, can you make a mod of Dr. Mario, but it's Rhyme's profile picture instead of Dr. Mario?
I don't know if that would be programming. I think that would just be modding.
Well, you need to know how to program to mod.
Do you though?
Yeah, you're right. Now there's some pretty bad mods out there.
Sounds like too much work. I heard a trumpet out of nowhere. It was actually a parade outside my house. They do this like once a week, no joke. That sounds fun.
Or you work hard just like your mother.
But not me. Would Dr. Aiden be the Dr. Luigi of this franchise? Perhaps.
No, I would be one of the viruses you kill off. Because I'm a plague on this stream.
Dang. Well, guys,
I
heard it
actually
here
do
first.
have a doctorate. I have a doctorate in making up fake doctorates.
Oh, that's a good one. Where'd you go for that one?
NYU,
It's not a real place. Get out of here.
which stands for not. Just it stands for not.
The other parts don't matter.
I was trying to think of a funny acronym.
The other
Nothing
parts
came
are
to mind.
silent.
Yeah, the other words are silent.
Yeah.
Like you know how the P in pterodactyl is silent? Yeah, like that.
Dr. Goomba.
Doctor of Philosophy. We don't live, we die every day.
Dr. Goomba is like King Goomba, but he just wants a Dr. Mario port on everything.
Why get a doctorate in philosophy when you could just think?
That'll show him.
You get a piece of paper that says you can think.
Dude, this cave sucks.
Oh yeah, the Dr. Mario game that shut down even the single player, even though they shut down all online services,
What?
including the single player. Because for some reason the single player required internet.
Nintendo out here making fantastic gaming decisions.
They also shut down Miitomo, which was also a fun app.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Everybody was really sad about that one, and I just like did not
I used
participate
it for
in
like a
it.
good month, but then I got bored of it. It was like more boring Tomodachi Life.
At least Fire Emblem Hero is still working. I was just talking to Aiden about that earlier. Aiden loves Fire Emblem Heroes.
I don't think Fire Emblem Heroes will ever go down. Well, it will eventually, like not anytime soon. And they make too much money off of it.
Yeah.
Same with Pokemon Masters.
I played Pokemon Masters for the first little bit it was out, but then I remembered that I hate mobile games and I stopped.
Isn't it the same as Fire Emblem Heroes?
No.
Huh.
I mean, it's a gotcha,
Oh, they both
but
are gacha games, though.
yeah, it's a gotcha, but that's about the only similarity. I eat the hamburger. Why does it lag in this cave? It's like actual lag.
Is it because you're streaming in two separate places?
No, it is like the Switch. My stream shouldn't affect it at all.
Huh.
I just own these fellas.
Maybe it's because there's so many enemy units.
It can't handle, like, 8 sets of 2 little pixels at the same time.
Why did I call them enemy units? Fire Emblem has taken over my head.
Enemy units, an attack
Is
slug.
Mario Run still up? That's a good question. Let me check.
I don't think Mario Run is real.
I mean, Mario Run inspired like every other platformer to have a crappy mobile spin-off.
What's cool about Mario Run is it also just sucks.
Actually, no. I think we can blame that on what was the game called for Sonic?
I don't know, I don't care about Sonic.
It was like a Temple Run, but Sonic.
I'm juggling like 5 Fire Emblem games? You're insane, Pickering. Sonic Forces!
Pickering, which Fire Emblem game do you like most right now? No, I remember it being called something different before Sonic Forces. That's why I ask.
Sonic Fences. Mario Run is inspired by Super Meat Boy Forever, as they are both auto-runners. Interesting. I'm dying. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna die.
Only in this game you can die to, like, ants that are, like, not even a...
What?
Like,
It didn't
that
heal
are,
me.
like, minuscule compared to you.
And then the run didn't work. Oh my gosh. They just kept calling more ants. Wait, did I just say
whether
no
actually,
to returning where I was?
So currently,
I think I just made
I'm
an
on
error.
the third playthrough of Three Houses.
Ant issue. Honestly. This place sucks. Oh my gosh.
Isn't there, like, repels in this game? I remember there being something like that.
Well, I sure don't have any.
Hmm.
We should just kill all the ants in this game.
Are you referring to me, Pickering, or are you talking to Wonder?
Earthbound sucks, you should stream 3 houses. I would imagine that that is probably directed at me. I will probably not stream 3 houses.
You don't even have Three Houses, do you?
No. I, unfortunately, don't have a ton of interest in Fire Emblem.
I don't really blame you, to be honest.
I don't really like the tactics system. That's just not my thing.
It appealed to me because I like a few war games. I never really got too big and too far into them where I could actually understand the meta, but I like playing them sometimes. Like Paradox makes good war games.
I don't even know what that is, sadly.
The one game that they're really well known for is City Skylines,
Oh!
but that doesn't really count.
I've played City Skylines for a very short amount of time. That's basically a war game if you think about it. Among Us is also a game. Can I be on the next Among Us stream? Yeah, sure,
Earthbound is a
Pickering.
game. You should stream Amori as a 2 as a game. Maybe I could stream the rest of... I've never gotten far into Amori. Maybe I could stream my playthrough.
You could. Streaming is enjoyable. I would recommend
Yeah,
it.
but every time I stream, it's very laggy. So I kind of give up on it. Hold on.
That's fair.
You could stream me streaming it on Discord.
That sounds like a bad idea. That would probably be laggier. And also worse.
No, I think sharing my screen on Discord causes less lag than streaming it on Twitch
Quality would
for some
be
reason.
hot garbage, though. I went to stream, but my mic is horrible. Ah. Pickering, I can ship you a microphone. That'd be funny.
I should probably get a better computer sometime if I want to do stuff like
Pickering,
that.
give me your address. Be hilarious. Horror games are dope, IMO. Little Nightmares the best. I sure do hate horror games. Because I don't like being scared.
Yeah, I don't like horror much myself either.
I think it's funny on stream, though.
Uh, I'm not too big on horror in any case. Except, like, psychological horror. I like that because it's more interesting than just cheap jump scares.
Yeah, that's true. I was
That's
a
why
big
I
fan
think
of
I will like
Amori because of
Amori once
that.
I actually sit down and go
Yeah.
through with it.
They are very good at psychological horror. And also, there's like a couple jump scares.
I mean, jump scares in itself doesn't make horror bad. It's just if it only relies on it.
Yeah.
Like
FNAF.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yep. But FNAF gets a pass because it has a really cool lore. Until you get to the books, I mean. Who's the new rip-off rhyme? Man, I'm sorry, Aiden.
Why is everyone calling me a rip-off rhyme?
It's so sad.
Like, this is the third time it's happened.
Remember Sea Bonnies? I do remember Sea Bonnies Pickering. That was a pretty cool FNAF lore moment. Yeah, I really like how everyone is coming in here and saying, who's this knockoff? That must really make you feel validated about your existence.
I mean, it is what it is.
I'll die an Aiden defender. You got one person on your side, Aiden, and it's Pickering, so
Thank you,
you know you're
Pickering.
pretty covered.
Imagine a Five Nights at Freddy's game, but it's with a cool cat.
It's because Dr. Rhyme is better than you, Mr. Aiden? Oh my gosh. You people are so
Jesus
rude.
Christ.
Sea Bonnies are actually Wonderfish lore, not FNAF. I'm okay with that. I'll take FNAF lore.
If I ever join a stream with both you and Rhyme, I wonder if I'll still be called Knockoff Rhyme.
Probably. You poor guy.
I don't know what's more insulting, being called Knockoff Rhyme or being called, like, a knockoff Aiden.
That's a good
Like,
question.
imagine being called a knockoff here for yourself.
Okay, everybody, the next time that Rhyme is back, I want you all to just call him Fake Aiden. Just
That'd
call
be
them
cool.
both imposters of each other. I think that would be awesome.
We're clones of each other.
I think Rhyme is Fake Aiden. Hashtag Team Aiden. We have a war brewing
Mr.
now.
Aiden, I would like you more if you spelled your name correctly. I got enough of that from the school system in the States. Thank you very much. I remember one kid spelled my name Adiaen.
That's scary.
I remember one person called me Asian instead of Aiden.
That's impressive.
I don't know if it was on accident or it was on purpose.
I hope it
I
was on
really hope it
purpose,
was
because
on purpose.
yeah, that'd be funnier.
It's always fun to make wordplay that doesn't really work.
The anti-Rhyme war. Heck yeah, get wrecked, Rhyme. He's not even here. That's the best part. Okay,
Like going
now...
up to someone named Nick and calling him Nike.
That would be cool, yeah. Okay, I'm finally back to this boss fight after like an hour.
Aadyn. That's a new one.
It lowered my defense immediately. That's a bad start.
Does this game have difficulty options, or is it only like one difficulty?
It's just
I
one.
forget. I thought so, but
At least I'm pretty sure it's just one. How do I weaken this? Can I like get rid of this guy's shield? I don't know how I do that. Can I hypnosis him? It did not
I
work.
don't-
Okay.
I only remember some status effects work on some bosses.
Well, now I know it doesn't work.
Aydeen.
Aydeen.
At this point, you're just making a key spam.
Yeah. I'm definitely
Okay,
dead.
everyone pick a side and
Whoopsies.
we'll see who wins the war.
Okay, let's just try that again.
What, a war on how to spell my name?
Yeah. Make a poll. Okay. Rhyme is not
do me
here
a
to
favor
defend
and
himself,
have,
but that's
like,
funnier.
have neither of the actual regular spellings as options. Just make it all big-ass ones.
Oh, gosh dang it. My other monitor stopped working. Hold on. Gotta
I pick
fix
Mr.
it.
Fish, though. Aiden's name is wrong. Oh my god.
Name is wrong. Wow. Look at you, Drew, battling out of Asphodel and Hades. Look
When
at
I
you go.
decided to make my online name my real life, I never expected this.
You poor man. Yeah, but it's so rough out there. Rhyme can't rhyme and Aiden can't spell. Hashtag team pickering. It's a good third option. Okay.
What color is my ink? What do you mean?
Wait, are you talking about Splatoon? that is a really bad way to just ask that out of the blue.
I don't think I want to know what he means. I don't know if it can be Splatoon, because in Splatoon, your ink color changes every battle.
Yeah.
Do you mean like pens?
Okay, create a new poll.
Paint? Photoshop? I don't know what you mean.
Ooh, I can allow additional votes and I can allow you to pay for them. That's awesome. Here, we'll do
You can't make a poll right now?
Yeah, I'm making a poll.
I like how he hasn't responded to what he meant. He just asked the question. Oh. Or I'll have you... So you want... So, oh, you're referring to Splatoon.
Okay, there we go.
I mean... I don't know why you're asking me what ink color I am.
Which one's your favorite? We'll go with that. That
I
way
like
you have
the one,
something to
like
salvage
the
from
rare
this.
events that like pick very exclusive colors like red. I like that red isn't like a permanent ink color because people think it might look like blood.
Gee, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that actually.
Black hasn't been an official ink color because of my blood, and I think white is a
heal?
bit obvious.
Why didn't I heal? Why am I so stupid? I just don't heal ever. I suck so much.
Pickering, what weapon do you use in Splatoon?
Man, I want to play Splatoon 3 so I can get into Splatoon. I don't want to start Splatoon 2 because it's about
when
to
Splatoon
end.
3 comes out, a certain group of us should come together and like get into League battle for a couple streams.
Cool. I would suck so much. It'll be awesome.
Why do people like Aiden more than Rhyme? No loyalty.
SMH my head.
I mean,
Oh,
from
wow,
what you've seen of
Rhyme's got
Splatoon,
one
what's your
vote.
favorite weapon?
Rhyme's got 1 vote and Aiden has 3. I did play a little bit of Splatoon 2. I remember liking the Slosher a lot.
Did you? You turned it back in though, didn't you? Or do you still have it and just haven't re-downloaded it?
I just haven't gone back and played it anymore.
I mean, if you want, I can play some Splatoon with you later. Get you back
No.
into the swing of things.
I'm just kind of waiting for Splatoon 3 to get an excuse.
I don't blame you, but to be honest, when Splatoon 3 got announced, that's what kind of got me back into Splatoon 2.
Yeah, that happens to me
I want to be
sometimes.
good at it again. Alright, then if Pickering's not going to answer my question, BREG, what weapon do you use in Splatoon?
Can you stream Xenoblade 3 day 1? I will not be able to stream Xenoblade 3 day 1 because I'm actually leaving that weekend. And even then, I probably would not stream it day 1 regardless. Oh,
yeah,
I killed
that
him.
game seems like something you'd play on your own rather than with an audience.
That's
Fair enough. Figuring. Oh my god, another brush player? Dude, I use
Octobrush.
ink brush all the
I
time.
thought that said Octobruh.
I also use the Nautilus. I find a lot of fun with that.
Well, I made it to Bigfoot.
Oh my god, you finally beat the boss.
Yeah, it only took me forever. What's this Bigfoot song? I can't move anywhere. Morge caught a glimpse of a small, cute puppy. Morge's
Yeah, the
sound
rulers
stone
are
recorded the
fun.
melody of the giant step. Cool. No problem here. I don't know,
Time
that
seems
looks
to
like a
think that
problem.
the rulers are broken, but I don't agree.
Yeah, they aren't. He probably only thinks that because they have the potential for an insta-kill.
Carbon ruller's pretty fun to use though. Which one do I pick if I don't want Rhyme to win?
Ranged blaster, the best weapon in the game.
Oh, obviously the best weapon in the game.
Everyone loves the ranged blaster. I'm gonna throw away this cookie so I can pick up a cookie.
Oh yeah, Chugga Conroy finally went over one of my favorite weapons today.
I've been
So
behind
that's
on
pretty
the
cool.
playthrough, unfortunately.
I never finished the Xenoblade 2 one because I decided to play it for myself. And then I kept putting it off until now there's like over 200 episodes.
Yeah. I would play the game while watching him play the game. It was awesome. Okay,
I was going to do that, but I got so excited I continued to play it.
That's
Fake
fair.
Rhyme is Aiden. Fake Aiden is rhythmed.
Wow, you kind of got this in the bag by the looks of it. That's pretty cool.
Oh,
Fake rhyme all the way. Heck yeah.
I just realized you did the poll.
Yeah.
I didn't get the vote in the poll.
That's okay, you won.
So does this mean that I'm better than Rhyme, or
I don't know. People just told me to do it.
I don't know what this
It's like
means?
laggy.
And if
I don't know either.
won.
I don't really know either. It just kind of happened.
I thought the poll was over the spelling of my name, to be honest.
No. Fake rhyme nation. Fake rhyme sweep.
It means
Woo.
both. So at the end of the day, we've done nothing of progress.
Oh.
Him and his stupid kanji. I don't know what our writing system did to you, but you know.
Wait, I was just like casually arrested just now.
No, Rhyme is better than you.
This
What
man
the fuck?
This man told me to make my way to the police station later. Like, imagine just putting someone in handcuffs and saying, okay, when you feel like coming over, just pop on down to the police station, we'll get you sorted out.
Another political statement can be made about that, but I'm not. Every time there's a political statement to be made, I'm going to say that. This was a great Splatfest.
Anything cool? I can buy the cheap bracelet. I'm gonna do that.
Hold on, I'm going to DM Rhyme and ask him what his favorite color is. And then I'm going to
He
pick
could just be sleeping right now.
I could be. Pick a ring. You should make a Splatfest edit for me versus Rhyme.
What does it even mean? How do you even do that?
I don't know. I want to see what he does with that as context.
Oh my gosh, I have to sell the freaking cookies. Let me buy the stupid
Hold on, let me
bracelet.
send you what a Splatfest image. What kind of image I'm referring to.
Oh my gosh, buying and selling things in this game is so needlessly painful. I have to go through like 3 dialogue boxes before I can tell him I want to sell something.
Where is Pickering in my DMs? I rarely message him.
gone, reduced to atoms. I have no idea what that looks like. I'm so sorry, but I might not just do that. Oh my gosh, I think I can do it.
You know
Wow.
what? That's fair. I could just have the image in my head, which might just be funnier.
Why are you playing as Sans? He's pretty cool. I kind of like him. That's why I'm playing as Sans. He's probably my favorite character, to be honest. Shh. Hotel is up here. Then we can go.
Thank you
I have
for the
no idea where the
waving,
PlayStation's at.
Pickering.
Okay.
Oh, you're back to the Yukiko PFP, but in purple this time.
Oh my
I
gosh, I don't have
rarely
enough
use
money.
Twitter anymore. Or I still use it. I just rarely see anyone I follow there.
Well then, what? How do you see barely anyone you follow there? Whatever. We still haven't met 7, have we? What are you talking about? Oh, I remember now. I know what you're talking about. Can you get run over? I have tried Delta Stream. You can't. It's really sucky. Wait, a Morge? I'm a friend you've never met before. My name
Yeah,
is
the
7.
car stopped
Okay, well
right
here's
in front
7.
of you.
Can you hear me calling you? I'm 7. I can. Cool.
You have been asked to gorge yourself again.
I have been. Hydrate, I can do. Water delicious. And Tic Tac. I will have a Coca-Cola one. Because those are fun.
Man, being in a stream is a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
It is cool.
I thought every time I stream, barely anyone joins, so I didn't know what it would actually be like. But now, if there's actually an active audience, it's actually fun.
Yeah. I think that's the biggest difference maker. I just hit...
too much on Twitter. I mean, I use Twitter a lot, but I usually use it to look at.
I hit end instead of continue. This sucks.
Oh, that's it. We gotta play a new game now.
Shut up, game.
You should play that Kirby golf game.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna open up
What do you
Earthbound
think
again.
about that Kirby racing game they announced?
I think it's funny looking.
I think it's funny they decided to do that and not Kirby Air Ride 2.
That's a good point, actually.
It's because you're not popular, knockoff rhyme. I have more followers than.
You should play Panel de Pawn. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, and I'm too scared to look it up.
Panel
You know
de
what?
Pawn is
for the
just a
sake of
menacing
for the
name.
sake of this bit, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, it's
PlayStation.
Tetris Attack.
Oh. Hello, police. You wanted to see me? Hello, it's me, the little
Fish, you should
delinquent.
play Fall Guys.
I'm not gonna play Fall Guys.
Fall Guys looks fun for like one game, and then after
I
that,
played it when it came out, and it's so sucky because it's like they have like a squad mode so you can play with your friends, but there's like no point because you'll just never see your friends in the game.
Do you know who would probably make a better Fall Guys game though? People behind Wipeout.
Is this the room I'm supposed to go into? Is this the fun room?
Playing it
Honestly,
with friends does sound fun, but I think the case is like it's still
there's just so many
person
people.
wins.
There's so many people that it just doesn't matter.
It's still only one person wins, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've never played Fall Guys because when it first came out, you had to pay for it, and I didn't want to pay for it. And now that it's free to play, I find no interest in it, and I don't want to download Epic Game Store.
I'm just starting to talk to people and stuff is
on
happening.
this computer.
But yeah, I played Fall Guys when it came out originally, and it was just Not the best. I have to fight the police?
To be honest, there's not a lot of multiplayer games
Yeah.
I like all that much or play with people that much. The ones I can really think of is Splatoon.
Yeah, I don't play very many multiplayer games. I play single player
Mostly because
games.
the ones that I think of are like third person or first person shooters, and I don't really like shooters that much.
Oh, I like shooters. If I play
Again, Splatoon is the only exception to that.
multiplayer games, my go-tos are typically Risk of Rain 2 or Overwatch.
I heard good things about Overwatch, but I have no interest in playing Overwatch.
You don't want to start playing it now.
Yeah, after everything I've heard, no.
Mm-hmm.
And especially since Overwatch 2 looks really fucking lazy.
Well,
It just
it's what sucks is every change that they're like showcasing makes it look really lazy. When the big deal with it is the PvE stuff they're adding, which they haven't shown off at all. And then
to be
also,
honest, it feels like they don't have anything done, and they're only showing things to avoid the company looking bad.
yeah. Play Valorant? Don't? Yeah, I won't. I don't want to play anything by Riot Games ever.
Yeah, isn't Riot Games like really bad to their workers?
Oh, that guy just ran away.
They're the ones behind League of Legends, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, then absolutely don't play it. Why
Yeah.
associate with anything to do with League of Legends?
Exactly. It's not multiplayer, but Doom Eternal's pretty fun. I love fast gameplay. Yeah, I've seen Doom Eternal
Has a
gameplay.
multiplayer mode. Or am I imagining things?
Riot Games is bad. They're making Project L. Oh, that explains a lot.
That explains why their company sucks.
Multiplayer sucks. Yeah, it would make sense if Doom Eternal multiplayer was not that good.
What was that one game that combines like a FPS and like Portal?
I don't remember, but it just looked like Halo, but with portals.
It looks kind of fun, but
I think it was a big deal for like 2 days. Left 4 Dead 2.
I heard
Splitgate.
Left 4 Dead 2 is fun.
Left 4 Dead 2 is really fun.
I don't want to really spend money on it, even though it would probably be really cheap now.
Yeah, if you got it on sale, it'd probably be like $5.
I bought Fallout 2 on sale and I never played it because it didn't have controller support
Oh, you're
for
weak.
some reason. No, it was because I didn't have a mouse at the time. I was using a trackpad.
You should just play it with your eyes. To be honest. I played Left 4 Dead 2 with friends. It cost $3 on sale. That sounds like not that much.
Wait, what? It's on sale. What's on sale?
Well, when Left 4 Dead 2 is on sale, it's not that much.
Oh.
Where is the
Huh,
hotel?
that's not
I
that
lose my
bad,
way
but,
around
like-
here all the time.
I'm trying to save money, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. I think Left 4 Dead 2 is like really up there in terms of like cooperative video games.
I heard it's really fun with mods.
It is, yeah. But even just like normally, I think it's pretty good. I don't even need to stay at this hotel, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because I have $1,000 now. Oh my gosh.
Plus, isn't it like a free respawn point anyway?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, I thought you were already at a new hotel. Never mind.
Nope. Left 4 Dead 2 is the one multiplayer game I've actually played the multiplayer of. I don't play multiplayer games with people as I don't know people. Yeah, that's fair. I played that with my family sometimes. It's really fun.
Gmod is kind of fun if you have a thing to do in the game.
Did you say Gmod?
Yeah, it's fun when you actually have like if you have something in mind. But like,
I played
don't, it's
Gmod
kinda
for
boring.
like 10 minutes once, and I don't think I played it since. But yeah, it's just a sandbox, so that makes sense.
The most played game that I have on Steam, and I'm very embarrassed to admit this, is Ultimate Custom Night.
I would be embarrassed to admit that. Yeah,
It's not
I can
because I
see why you
played the
are.
game for that long. It's because back when I had an old desktop, and I would leave the game on overnight for no reason. I don't know why I did, but
That's
I
pretty
did,
cool.
and it kept ranking up hours.
I had like 10,000 plus mods on Gmod, a nightmare.
Actually, has
Heck
that
ring,
changed?
how?
Is Ultimate Custom Night still my most played game? I don't know anymore. If it's anything else, it would probably be I don't know what it would be.
Oh, I'm fighting small creatures again. Oh, the Antoids are back. Oh, I missed.
Oh no, Persona 4 Golden finally beat it.
Wow, how many hours on that?
189 hours.
That's
Or
a
is that
couple.
combining my playtime with Rhymes? I don't know.
Probably not. That'd be weird if it
Yeah,
did.
you're probably right.
8-player Left 4 Dead 2 is peak 8-player fun. Yeah, that's always a blast. Wonderfish, you need to see the Wonderfish server. I need to show you something. Okay. I thought my other monitor broke,
You
but
know,
it did not.
one multiplayer mode that always confused me was Goat Simulator. I never understood why that needed or had a multiplayer mode. It seemed like a game you would play multiplayer with.
Yeah, that does seem weird.
I
I thought you
bring
told
that
me
up
to look
because
at the
I found it on my
Wonderfish
Steam
server.
library.
I wonder who had 20k hours. Games most played by your friends. Team Fortress 2, 25,000 hours played. Garfield Kart, 20,006 hours played. Yeah, I wonder who contributes to that number.
You know, if SMT didn't have like the nulls and reflects and drains, I feel like a competitive SMT game would be really fun.
That would be interesting.
But no, it would you would just make demons that just absorb every attack but almighty.
Yeah, yeah. I have over 120 games on my laptop, and my laptop sucks. That's a couple
That's
of
why I
games.
uninstall games when I'm done with them. It's just to save space.
Yeah,
They
that's what
still
I'll
taint
do
my
too.
Steam library though.
I have so much garbage in my Steam library. There are so many ants in this game.
Question for everyone: what do you think is the worst game on your Steam library?
It's a good
Like, what's a
question.
game you got because you thought it would be good, but it was absolute trash?
Oh, I should look into that actually.
Doesn't matter if it's free or you paid money for it.
See, now I'm curious what mine is.
Oh, pick a reading. Now I want to know what it is. If it's embarrassing to admit.
Wait, how is the worst game on your embarrassing to admit? How
135
bad?
gigabytes? Jesus Christ. Good thing I never got that. I thought it would be a lot lighter. Even though I probably shouldn't have. It's like every Halo game besides Infinite.
It's probably going to be one that is very low on my hours played, if I had to guess.
I mean, but DDLC is a good game, though. I mean, I can see why it was not worth the money, but it's still a good game deep down.
Heard of this game called Mr. President? Maybe?
Isn't that the game where you protect Trump as his bodyguard?
Oh, is it that one? I know what that game is. I remember seeing
I
like
remember
a video on
Jacksepticeye
that.
playing it.
Maybe that was the video I saw. Oh, Bad Rats
Let
is
me
pretty
go through
bad.
let me go through my Steam games. I mean, the obvious joke to make would be to say Danganronpa.
I mean,
And it's justified to say that.
yeah, Bad Rats might be the worst game that I own. It's kind of a sucky answer. It's not really that interesting, but it's probably true. Yeah, probably
If you
bad
ever
rats.
want like a really odd experience that does not match what you think it would be, check out the game Everlasting Summer and play the first hour of it.
Oh, funny mushroom.
Prime is going to have a fit when he realizes that I brought this up. Because he says I bring it up way too much.
That's so cool.
And I just can't get past how bizarre the opening is. It's like such a depressing, mundane, and overall, like, I don't know how to really else to describe it. Like this guy living out a depressing life for the first hour, describing how pathetic he is. And then he wakes up in a summer camp run by the Soviet Union.
Wait, I feel
And then it's a normal
strange.
dating sim from there on out.
I have a mushroom on my head. Is that bad?
I think it messes up your controls, or it brainwashes you in the fight.
That sounds cool.
I think it makes you hit yourself or your allies or heal the enemy.
That sounds awesome.
They made a game about me. What, Everlasting Summer? Do you go to a Soviet summer camp?
I'm feeling funky, and then I just hit them. That's cool.
Actually, the one thing I distinctly remember about that prologue is that when he wakes up from his dream, he looks at the screen, and it's a 4chan thread about Lazy Town. Aiden, can you give me your Aiden PFP? Which one? Which Shinjiro one?
I bought Mr. President solely for the ragdoll physics, and everyone just thought that I really supported Trump. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, my controls are broken. Oh, my controls are broken. Oh, no.
Most recent one? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if I push down, I go left. If I push
I don't know
up,
if
I go
delete
right.
all my Shinjiro ones,
Oh,
though,
gosh.
But I'll look.
Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks.
Gosh.
Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez.
No,
oh, how
not
do I
that
get...
one.
how do I get rid of the mushroom?
Here, have this one.
I made it to
That's one that I could
Twassen
find. I deleted most of them.
Hotel. Oh.
There was one PFP that I remember liking, which was the battle icon from P3.
Gosh. If this does not get rid of my mushroom, I'm gonna cry.
I don't remember what cures it, to be honest.
I hope it's this.
I think the hotel
It costs
does cure it, yeah.
$50! Oh no. I have to go back. My controls are still completely broken. This is so sad.
Tucson.
Twassen.
A fun area. That means you're finally in the area where you get your second party member.
That's so cool. I need that so bad. The mushroom is still there. Oh no.
Hold on, I'll look it up for you.
Oh no. Oh no. There's a guy in this hotel who pays you $50, I think. That sounds cool.
To remove mushrooms and its effects, go to any hospital and talk to the blue-haired healer.
I have to go to the
Who will
hospital?
buy the mushroom
Oh my
off your
gosh.
head for $50.
Oh my gosh. I can't move. I can't move anywhere.
Yeah, so you have to go to the hospital.
Oh my gosh. Moving is so hard.
Oh, you just said that in the stream too. Oh, I didn't realize that. My bad. Sorry for stealing your thunder.
Oh.
Talking to people is difficult, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you're on like in a voice call, then it's different for some reason.
Oh wait, my controls are back to normal.
That's not going to last for long.
I hope it lasts. What is happening? Oh, it's
game
the
freeze.
it's the guy. Picture is
Oh.
taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready. Say Fuzzy Pickles. Fuzzy Pickles. Where'd the mushroom go?
actually
It came
having-
back.
Imagine having a fuzzy pickle. That sounds disgusting.
He removed the mushroom from my head for the picture and then put it back. My gosh.
Hey,
My problems could have been
never worry
solved.
about being awkward in a voice chat. We're all awkward as hell.
Yeah, Pickering, don't even worry about it. Even if you are awkward, no one will make fun of you because no one here is mean unless it's funny.
I want to get a drink. I'll be right back.
You do that. Who is this man? Buddy, can you take me to the hospital? What? Wahahaha. This is Wario. Wario has challenged me to a duel. I have to kill Wario. Everdread. What is happening? He stole a bread... What? You jerk! He stole a bread roll and just started smiling. Can I get my bread roll back? Paralysis. Oh. Please give me your best Wario impression. Ah, that's what I wanted to avoid. Oh, if I do it, I'm gonna mess it up, and now I'm drawing attention to it, which is making it worse. I'm just gonna go, wah! There we go. Okay, that's it. That was the whole thing. That's all you get. A chubby boy and a weird guy in a blue outfit kidnapped the human What? Human okay. Thank you, that's all I needed. No problem, Pickering. Oh my gosh, you're just seeing the struggle of me moving right now. It's so... I have to go up to go right now. Oh, now up goes down. Oh, why does it change so much? I just... Open the map. I've been going in the opposite direction of the hospital this whole time. What a great moment to join the stream. Welcome, Bonafide Modified. I don't join VCs, I have no friends. I'm so sorry, Delta Stream. That's so sad. Maybe one day when I actually finish the Wonderfish Discord server, you can have friends. You can make friends with some of the cool people here. Hospital? No, don't leave the hospital, Ness. Go back in. I mean, Omorge. His name is Omorge, not Ness. What am I doing? Ma'am. No, you. You are the healer. Please. Yes. Thank you so much. I don't need help. This is the best day of my life. Oh. Sure, just make sure to finish the Discord. Yeah, I will at one point.
I'm back. Did anyone call me fake rhyme again?
No. No one even talked about you, actually.
No. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that.
I think it just is something that exists.
Yeah.
I don't know if it evokes any kind of feelings. So his name is Sans Undertale, not a Morge? You're wrong. This is a Morge.
Don't you know every quirky indie JRPG based on depression is all the same protagonist?
I haven't seen any depression in this game yet, so I'd like to... Oh. I can rent a bike.
How long do you plan on streaming for?
Like 30 more minutes.
Because I took ADHD medicine today. I wanted to get some work done.
Oh.
So I'll stick around for that until the end of the stream.
That sounds cool. I enjoy the company.
I mean, maybe I'll stay in the voice chat, but I'll be muted while I work. I don't know yet.
That's
Depends.
Morge looks kind of funny right here. His little head poking through the trees. Sans is a Morge? That's so true. Is that just a zombie? What? Unassuming local guy. My apologies, that was just his face.
Oh yeah, I forgot all the enemies here are regular guys.
That's so awesome. This is so much better than Skater
There's
Punks.
so many good enemies in this game.
I'm so excited to see them all. I mean, like, that was just awesome.
There's a few
That's
that
just
I
a
would
guy
let
in the
come to
trees.
mind, but I'm not going to tell you them.
How would the bike
Mostly
work with
because
a
if I tell
mushroom?
you,
Ugh.
if I tell you, it would be it would be funny just describe it out of context, but I think the effect will be funnier if you see it blind.
Yeah, probably. I appreciate that.
Guy's got a Jason mask.
Oh, it's just Shy Guy.
Hey, why don't you
World's
buy the
greatest
world's greatest ruler?
I love... That's two
It's
clans.
two clans.
Dude, it's like a Mori. A Mori. That's so cool.
So that's where they got it from.
I think every episode of Earthbound should have a new guest who the chat will call a fake version of the last one. I don't know if I have that many friends.
That sounds like an interesting gimmick, though.
That would be an
And
interesting
the final
gimmick.
boss, we all join back.
It would be really sad for Rhyme, though, because he was the one who wanted me to play this game. And then he would have been here for like an hour and then no more. Oh my gosh, I'll be for the next
there's
stream.
like a little bit of Rhyme, and then he leaves for the actual guest to show up.
Yeah, the opening act.
The opening act.
What is this place? Oh, I'm walking into a school. When I grow up,
When I
I
grow up, I want to be just like 7.
I want to play
Well, I
a
wanted
7,
to
but
play
you've
with-
gone so sounds
Sorry.
like a mother me. But I don't.
Oh, that's the name you gave Paula. I was really
Yeah.
confused. I was like, who's 7? Is there any context there, or did you just...
I just
doing that
wanted.
to be funny?
I just wanted it to be 7. I am from a TV. Oh wait. I'm not from a TV station.
Wonderfish joins Channel 7 News.
I'm here reporting on some weird person named Seven. She doesn't seem to be here. Oh yeah, she's kidnapped. I forgot.
This is the Channel 7 News. Only at 7.
Oh my gosh. And only with 7.
Yeah.
First Wonderfish stream to be broadcasted on TV. Oh, that's an enemy. New Age Retro Hippie. Classic video game enemy. If your video game does not have a New Age Retro Hippie, then is it really a video game?
Oh, finally, you got to fight the hippie.
I love this music. Yeah, I love that music too. Okay,
Man, everyone wants my attention now. First I was in call with Drew, then you called me. And then now Styx wants to play Splatoon with me.
oh my gosh, you're famous.
I'm in high demand today.
I keep pressing the wrong buttons. This is like Xenoblade. There's like 8 different menus.
And one button exclusively opens the map.
Yeah.
Oh, one thing I do like about this game, though, is that the fast travel is taking the bus. It's pretty cool.
I wish I knew what a bus was. There's a pizza restaurant. Oh, there's the bus station and the bus stop. I wonder where the bus is.
Ew, ketchup on a bread roll.
Happy Village ahead.
That just
Very true,
reminds
I
me
can
of
do
this. This just reminds me of this kid I knew in grade school who would mix their food together and with the weirdest combinations.
That sounds fun.
I remember they were all really gross.
I feel like every grade school has someone like that.
Yeah.
There's always someone who just like
I mean,
puts all their food together because they think it'd be funny.
at first I thought it was gross, but then I kind of realized that it has a little bit of merit to just like eat quicker or eat something you don't really like the taste of all that much.
Yeah. I can
But
get
even
that.
then, they still have to complement each other.
Did you get the bike, Mr. Fish? I don't know. I talked to
Oh,
the
that's
guy.
right. You can get the bike. It's completely useless.
I have it.
Or you can use it. It's just not really.
Oh.
It's not really
Sprout
good to
mole?
use. If that makes sense.
Sprout mole, but it's just the sprout and it has little legs. Mobile sprout. Actually pretty close.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
It's a
I
mole
demolished
sprout. The mobile.
it. If you don't
I
like
don't-
something, just put salt on it. Not a bad
That is
statement.
true. Hot sauce is also an option.
I don't know if that applies quite as universally.
Drowning something out with spiciness does get rid of its flavor.
I don't think that'll make it taste good, though. Or just don't eat it. Yeah, Delta Stream is a good point.
True.
Why the music got terrifying. Hum-dee-dum-dum-dum. I'm hunting for mushrooms. I'm going to collect a ton.
Oh. I know where you are now.
Oh, hey, there's
A
the
very
mole to
weird
go with the
area.
sprouts.
I'm not an enemy. I'm just a regular mole. Would you like to know how to survive in battles?
Nope.
Well, you seem to know a lot.
I like how that was the specific part where I cut you off. That worked out really well. Well, you seem to know a lot.
Yeah.
Look at you go, you little genius.
I won't read the dialogue then. The pencil statue. My favorite Twitter account.
Do I have to just, like, ratio it and then it goes away?
I thought the pencil was the one that does the ratioing.
Well, yeah, that's why it's blocking me right now. Maybe I can
You
ratio
want to
it, though.
progress the game? Ratio.
Regular mole, a Mori reference? Salt goes great on many
the
things,
regular
but
mole
not
that just
grapes.
becomes a
on
regular
that one.
sprout mole.
And that's why you should give all your drugs to me for safekeeping. I feel like I missed something. I feel like... Oh, yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to go here till later.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it. What is... That is an alien.
It is a UFO.
Oh, little UFO. Little baby guy. Little baby fella. Oh, he just shot me with a laser. He did it again.
It might be a little guy, but he's also a terrorist.
I hate when that
I
happens.
think it makes up for it, though.
Dude,
He's
stop.
so precious, we can forgive him, right?
Yeah, I'll forgive him by killing him. Silly little UFO. Silly little UFO, firing your silly little beams and zapping people to death. Little silly UFO. Little funny guy. Goofy fella.
You know those fan artists that make, like, art of what fictional creatures' body would look like on the inside, like their muscles and skeleton?
Yeah.
I want to see that for the little UFO.
That's like...
I don't know
yeah.
what caused that, but I think it could be interesting.
Yeah, I think it would be. Little man, little guy, little dude, little national threat. You're so right, Breg.
I love the UFO enemy type in this game.
Oh, unfortunate. Yeah, I was a big fan of that little guy. He was pretty cool.
I like that, there's a lot of unique enemies, but they at least make them unique enough.
Mm-hmm.
Give them funnier names.
Shrooms smile.
Don't you hate it when the children create working nuclear reactors in their parents' backyard to power their electronics and research? Based off a true story. What's the story it's based off of? I want.
Earthbound. Probably Earthbound.
Right. Forget that Jeff exists.
I do too, because I don't even know who he is.
What did you name the third guy?
I don't remember. I think Kale?
I was thinking of Phineas and Ferb when Delta said that, but I never watched Phineas and Ferb.
Pretty sure we named him Kale.
I was a Nickelodeon kid.
I watched all 3 channels because I don't discriminate.
Now, some teen built a nuclear reactor in his backyard. I'm looking that up.
Kel Amori. Yeah, Kel probably built a nuclear reactor in his backyard. That sounds like
Jackson
something you do.
Oswalt, now 14 years old, managed to build a nuclear fusion reactor. So he was 12 when he did it.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane.
Just like Mr. Fish, Kel Nuke. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're speaking to Mr. Apple.
Yeah.
Oh, you were in the stream.
Yeah, I regret it.
What do you mean? Mr. Apple's the best.
Oh, I don't like him.
Everyone loves him.
I'm gonna kill him.
You know
I
what?
think he
That's
should.
fair.
I think he should die. Who is this guy? Oh my gosh.
It's Mr. T.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like they just put him in this game, and they thought that
I
nobody would
almost said
notice.
Ice-T, but I was like, no, that's someone else.
Yeah, it is a slightly different guy. Just standard child stuff. Yeah, just build nukes, you know. On that grind.
I mean, what was he making it for?
He's probably bored.
I want to read the whole article.
Your child is literally making a nuclear reactor, man. I know, right? He's so quirky.
Teen built a device using online videos and pieces of bought on eBay.
Oh my gosh.
His school gave him a recommendation for scholarships, though.
That's
before
cool.
he destroys the world.
Yeah. So, like, wait, like videos on YouTube? They're just like videos on YouTube that tell you how to build like nuclear fusion
Probably
reactors.
explains like Project Manhattan and how nuclear fission works.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't have been like that in depth if he still got like scholarship recommendations for it. Like, he had to have been pretty good at it. That child is going somewhere? Yeah, definitely. I don't know where, but somewhere.
They're going to the Hague for war crimes.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Instead of watching videos of games, Oswald will watch physics videos. His parents agreed to give him financial support if he promised to first check through the experts' guidelines on a forum and to pay attention to tips and advice. They spent between $8,000 and $10,000 collecting parts he needed to build his nuclear reactor.
Oh my
It
gosh.
also footed a bill for 50,000 volts in radioactive radiation.
Jeez. Nerd.
Jesus.
Nerd.
Oh my god.
Man, that'll show him.
So he didn't get in trouble for it. Which is crazy. You'd think he would.
I mean, like, can you even really like be mad at that point? Like, that's just impressive.
I mean, this
They should do that
was
with
in
crimes.
2019,
Like, if it's
and he was
impressive
14,
enough.
So he's 17 now.
It's crazy.
17 or 18.
Honestly, if crimes are like impressive enough, they should just be forgiven. I think that would be cool.
I mean, if it's for the sake of human discovery. Unless it's like you're actively torturing people for psychology or whatever.
Nope. I still think that they should be forgiven.
I mean, if the clients were consenting and knew what could have happened, then sure, maybe.
Why, yes, I would like to be psychologically tortured. Thank you. That sounds awesome.
Eh.
Tic
Isn't there a
Tac, I
law
can do
against
that.
nuclear reactors? I mean, no. I mean, I
You
think
probably-
private industries can. I don't know if
I feel like
I
just
don't know
like
if
a person
private people can make
making
ones,
one.
though.
Yeah, person making one. Bit iffy. Oh, what flavor is this?
Maybe it's one of those things where
I think
it
mango.
would be illegal, but it's never been done before, so no one thought to make it a law.
Yeah, I feel
So
like the
that's probably why
common
it didn't get
man
in
doesn't
trouble.
think, I want to build a nuclear reactor today.
To be fair, if you make one, you probably have to face the consequences of immense radiation poisoning anyway.
That's a good point, yeah.
I feel like that's enough of a punishment.
It's also a teen who wrote such a highly detailed report on how to make a nuclear warhead for science report that the FBI seized his report. He got an A for it, though. Oh my gosh. Imagine being that good that the FBI takes your paper away. Is that Walter White up
Thing I
there?
had to that is a teacher wanting a copy of my project, so show it as an example.
That's always such a good feeling. Dude, they put Walter White in this game.
Not even an A plus. Oh, at my high school, one of my teachers had this thing where he would have a grade above A plus, and he called them humdingers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't think anyone got one though, in my class anyway.
Poochie Fudd the manager?
He was a really cool
What?
teacher too. His classroom was full of historical artifacts from ranging all over human history. Like he had I remember one day he brought out a actual rifle with a bayonetta attached.
Did you kill anyone with it?
No,
That's kind of lame.
but he had a lot of stuff too. It was really cool.
What did I miss? Nothing, Pickering.
I was just talking about my history teacher,
Yeah, how he
or
killed
my
people.
old history teacher.
Now he killed people a lot in class as
He
examples.
brought out a 18th century musket rifle with a bayonetta fixed.
Talk on children building nukes and nuclear reactors in their backyards. Yeah, pretty much.
He also taught us that if we ever wanted to remember where Denmark is, we just make a middle finger.
Dang. What'd Denmark do to him?
It's because Denmark and Germany kind of look like a fist and a middle finger. If you
Huh.
squint and not really know what a fist looks like.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh,
Okay,
you're actually doing the Splatfest edit. I thought you weren't going to do it.
I have no idea where to go right now.
To be honest, neither do I. But isn't that the fun?
Not particularly.
Yeah.
I'm just killing hippies. Gonna go ahead and start off AI the Somnium Files.
Oh yeah, this does take place during the Cold War.
I keep seeing people talk about that AI game, and I have no idea what it is.
What AI game?
AI the Somnium Files?
Oh, I that sounds familiar, but I don't really know what that is.
I think it's like some JRPG, but I don't know anything about it.
The only thing I know about is that I once confused it with Aegis Rim.
I could see that. You gotta talk to the Fruit Kids. Okay.
Whatever happened to that like Monarch game that Atlas was making?
I don't know, but everyone sure did stop talking about it.
Mostly because it did not sound interesting at all.
Yeah. Greetings, I'm Orange Kid the Inventor. If you heard of me, I'm a bit embarrassed about my reputation. A lot of inventions in development, but I'm running short of cash. I'm basically a happy-go-lucky person, so I'm not worried. You know, I'm working on this machine. It'll really help you in Peaceful Rest Valley. Hope it's ready soon. What? Actually willing to help finance the project? Oh, goody! Should be okay to get $200 to buy materials. Oh my gosh. Sure. Sure, buddy. I'm a stranger and I will give you $200. That would be humorous, I think.
Yeah, 5 out of 10 sounds about right. I mean, the art style looked interesting, but the gameplay sure did.
I remember watching the trailer for it and thinking that it did not look compelling.
I remember hearing about it when it was first leaked,
Yeah, people talked
and
about it a
people thought
bunch
it was
right
like
away.
Persona related in some way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it got the Neo the World Ends With You treatment and got zero marketing.
Oh, that's fun. It's always great. I love when games get no marketing. This has a department store instead of a drugstore. That's so cool. I wonder what I can buy here. How many departments can I purchase? Great. That first counter is not useful. Wow, they really... Those
I'm not gonna
escalators
read
look
that
funny.
out loud. I don't think I'm going to read that comment out loud.
Yeah, when those kind of things pop up, you just don't acknowledge them at all. Hydrate, I can do that.
Should probably get some work started soon.
Okay. Can of fruit juice. I don't want any of those things. Goodbye, madam. What's this guy? I can't talk to this guy. Oh my gosh. Oh, good. More $120 sandwiches.
Is there any mod online besides you?
Problem solved.
Okay. Just wondering.
Cold remedy teddy bear. What the heck is a teddy bear for?
Teddy bears are cool because they're added layered. I think they attack the teddy bear first.
Oh.
Its own health bar and everything.
Ooh, slingshot. That's a new, better weapon. That sounds cool. Cool enough to put an ATM right here.
I think the bats are better though. I think slingshots have lower accuracy.
Oh, do they? That would make sense. What'd that person do? I'm not gonna talk about what they did. If I ever ban someone, if someone is ever banned, just move along. Don't give them the attention that they so obviously want.
They were politely asked to leave.
Yeah. Okay, let's... Oh, I should probably deposit the other $100 I was going to use to buy that thing.
Hi, Delta.
Goodbye, Delta. Thank you for coming along, being here. It's always cool. Okay, let's go.
What does the modifying a single emote even do? I've always seen that, but I never seen anyone
can, like,
use it.
I've seen people use it. You can, like, put sunglasses on things and goofy little stuff like that.
Oh.
What's awesome is it's almost never, like, that accurate, so it looks really funny.
That doesn't sound really good then.
It's goofy.
You can make custom subscription badges, right?
Yeah, I just haven't. I don't know what I'd make them.
What do you want me to make them? I can probably do that on my spare time.
I mean, I just don't have any ideas, which is the main thing.
I wouldn't have any ideas either.
Yeah. You also understand my struggle here. Suporma. What a cool machine that I have now.
I just want to get some more practice in with that kind of stuff because I want to open commissions and
Sunglasses,
stuff.
snatcher pants. Oh my gosh. That looks so bad on the dark theme. It makes his face a little bit goofier. You don't even see the sunglasses. That's fantastic. Does Apple Kid do anything? Or is he just
If
here?
you walked around, people talk up Apple Kid like he's the best guy ever.
Oh.
The joke is that he's very confident about himself, but he's a very bad inventor. And Orange Kid is the opposite.
I'm gonna give him a bread roll. Invest money or inventions. How much? $200. No.
Don't give him money. I don't remember him giving you anything.
I gave him the bread roll because I felt bad, but... Wait, Fish, you need the thing from Apple Kid.
You did it, Pickering?
Wait, I
Show.
do? Okay. I can go get more money. Oh my gosh, do I have to go back to the top of the department store to the ATM to get more money? Oh wait, no.
You should tweet
I
it
go to
out
the
if,
hotel.
if you did the Splatfest.
Hold on, Pickering, did you do the Splatfest image? You've been working on it for so long, I feel like I have to see it. This is
tweet it
important.
out.
Okay, let's get this stupid money for this stupid child to make the stupid thing. Bragg, I hope you're not lying to me because you could very easily lie to me and I would believe you.
Me?
Oh my gosh. No, not you. Bragg. You
Oh.
probably could too, though.
I don't remember. I don't remember Apple Kid being the good one. Remember Orange Kid being the good one, but I don't. I have pretty poor memory, so.
No, Apple Kid is the way to go. Okay. 777, where are you? It's time for yummy piece of pie. Okay, well, I can't find this child.
I got added. Fake Rhyme versus Fake Aiden. I love that. Pickering, I love that you picked the one with Ken as his profile picture.
Yeah. That's a nice image, I like
Tweet
that.
it out with no context. And then make a poll. I want to see who votes for who.
Oh my gosh.
Did you also edit the colors? Or was that like the original colors or something?
If those were the original colors, I'd be surprised. Because those are very strange colors.
Oh, I've seen that. I think I've seen that burgundy color for Splatoon 4. Not the gray, though. I've seen silver, though.
Oh, I gave him $200 and he didn't do anything.
Oh! Wait, no, yeah, Applecade was the one you're supposed to invest with. I'm a dumbass.
I found a thing in the trash can. I'm a mouse and no one has given me a name.
I remember now because of the money, because of the rat.
I want to give you this. Please take it and say nothing. I have too many items. Oh my gosh. Incredible.
Yeah, now I remember, because I remember the good one with gave you the rat. Not that I remember what the rat does. I think the rat's another hit bar? Or something like that.
Yeah, the Suporma was in fact a scam. You hate to see it. I've been lied to by Aiden. This is incredible.
Yeah, that's just me having a poor memory. I wasn't trying to lie to you.
It's fine. You definitely... It was very obvious that you were not trying, understand? Crunch the items that you have
having
less.
a bad memory makes these things funnier, so...
Wait, what did he give me? I didn't even look. Receiver phone. Is that what it... That's not it, is it? I feel like that was something I already had. But I don't think it was. Cool.
One. I almost voted for fake Aiden because I thought that was me.
Okay, I'm gonna go rest at the hotel and then probably go over to that pencil. And hopefully I can find a decent save point. Actually, never mind. We can just save whenever we want. We're fine. We don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, I'm probably going to have to head out soon. I want to get some work done.
That's understandable. Hotel.
Rhyme now has to play Splatoon because there's now a Splatfest.
I don't want 20. Okay, whatever. $20 is fine.
Splatoon 3 comes out on September 9th, I believe.
Yeah, they like swapped with Xenoblade 3 and it was awesome.
I wonder why. I wonder if it's because Monolith was done quicker than expected, or Splatoon 3 just had a lot more of ideas to chip in with.
I feel like they might have just like wanted to maybe polish a couple other things in Splatoon 3, and it was just more
I find it
convenient to do that.
interesting that they're releasing Splatoon 3 when the servers to Splatoon 1 are still up.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder what they'll do with Splatoon
honest.
2. Will they shut it down or keep it up?
I mean, it's still on the Switch, so if they have Splatoon 1 still up, then I can't imagine they'd shut 2 down. Might have jinxed it with Splatoon 1.
You should get Splatoon. It's pretty fun. The single player is actually really good for the type of game that it is.
Yeah, for being... It doesn't seem like a game that should have a single player that works, but it really does. That was my favorite part when I played Splatoon 2.
Expansion was also really good, but way more challenge-based than platforming-based.
I should get a Switch in Splatoon. I'm broke. That's so sad, Pickering.
You should get the exclusive Splatoon Switch OLED that doesn't even have Splatoon 3 on it.
You should...
They're releasing it a month before Splatoon 3 comes out, and even then, they don't have Splatoon on it. Pickering... I question Nintendo sometimes.
Yeah. Pickering, you should go on Steam and message random people who play TF2 and scam them for their items. That would be a good way to make money.
Pickering, you could probably make money off of your edits, to be honest.
You could probably do that, yeah.
You just need to set up like a PayPal or something.
UFO! You could also just steal a bank. Good work, Drew.
You could, you can probably make money off of your Photoshop. Work more in graphic design. That's what I'm going to do.
Forgot how insecure this game can be. That was the wrong word. I can tell. That seems a little bit off.
Little UFO, what will he do? He will abduct the entirety of the human race and dump them on a planet with the air being sulfur.
Okay, do I like... Incredible? Okay. Broken machine, go! Uh-oh.
Well, obviously, whatever you want to do, Pickering, is whatever you want to do. But I think for now, you can at least use it for passive.
I think I might have walked all the way over here without thinking with my brain. Because I definitely cannot do anything over here yet. Oh, boy!
No, you need the iron pencil eraser.
And I sure don't know how to do that. This is great. stealing the country of Monaco is also an option. That's always an option, yeah.
Do you draw Pickery? Because I know Photoshop's a good program to draw with, even though it's pixel-based and not vector-based.
Do not kill me, UFO. UFO, if you kill me, I'm gonna cry. I had no reason to be that risky, but it was funny, so...
I don't draw and I suck at drawing? Oh, that's fair. Well, you always get better the more you work on it. I mean, I don't think my art's any good either, but, you know, I at least know I'm improving every time I draw.
Drawing was always something I wanted to get good at, but never spent the time to get good at it, so I just never got good at it.
Oh, line art? Yeah. Line art is a tedious task, but it's a pretty easy one. Just turn up the stabilization up to 100 and follow the path of the sketch. Yours is great. Oh, thank you. I was not fishing for compliments. Thank you.
Well, too bad. You're getting another one. Your art is cool, Aiden. I've seen it before.
Aiden, I think your sketches are pretty neat. Thank you.
Look at you go. Okay,
This does give me the confidence I need to open commissions.
That's 3 compliments. Yeah. A new record.
Hat trick. I like how this chat can go from insulting me and calling me fake rhyme to complimenting me in my art.
Yeah, this has all just been a giant character development arc.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the Bernadetta one too.
And I've never seen your art, but believe in yourself. Freaking fake rhyme and their sick art.
You should follow me. I'm not going to give my ad out, but you should try to find me.
Find me, I dare you. You won't. Okay, I'm probably gonna... Oh, I'm getting called. What? Apple Kid.
I'm going to call it a day.
Oh. Oh, I was doing things right. Cool. I was gonna just go back to the hotel and save and quit, but...
I mean, you can start off the stream by getting rid of the pencil. I feel like that would be...
Well, now I want to go to Apple Kid because he said the stuff about the thing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were just going to get the pencil and remove it and then keep going.
Oh,
Make
gosh,
a Twitter just to follow him. That is a smart idea.
That is a smart idea.
It's really weird to me that I have as many followers as I did.
No, I got mushroomed.
The only time I had like a huge amount of followers is like I kind of baited, like not baited, but I kind of like placated to what people wanted, which was a funny parody account.
Mm.
But now that I'm doing what I want to do, I'm actually getting an audience, and I kind of like that.
That is cool. I've always just kind of done whatever the heck I wanted, and I've somehow just kind of gained followers here and there.
If you were ever around on Twitter during the like heyday of parody accounts, you probably would have saw me. Where everyone was a parody account of a cartoon character and was being very edgy.
Only time I got a bunch of likes was that P4AU box art edit. I remember that Pickering. That blew up like crazy.
If you want to be more specific, the parody account I was a Dudley Puppy from the show Tough Puppy.
That is a...
Not even kidding.
That is so specific.
I had 1,000 followers on that account.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I'm back now. End the stream.
This would be funny.
Well,
I have to fight New Age Retro. I'm not gonna end it yet. I don't want to listen to you. You were the first one to start insulting Aiden.
Glad you're defending me.
Hydrate. I could do that. Blow up to the point where people I don't know are playing. Yeah, that was crazy, Pickering. I don't think I've had a tweet that's blown up that much. The one that I made,
like over like 200 likes.
Yeah,
And
that's
that was about how Dwayne The Rock Johnson is not real. And he changes his personality for every movie. The only reason why he got so many likes was because Fidel retweeted it.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh,
But I much
butterfly.
prefer when my art gets at least like 10 likes. That always improves my day.
The only tweet that I remember, the only one that I made that got like a bunch of likes, it got like 200, and it was a week before Arena Ultimax, and I made an edit of it with the "just a week away" meme. I'm probably gonna do that again with Xenoblade 3, just because I really like that meme.
They promised that they would introduce rollback, and then everyone calmed down and forgot about it. So now they're probably not going to add it again.
The brightness of his teeth made me scared.
Just so you know,
Oh
Aiden,
my-
I don't actually dislike or hate you. No, I it's funny. It's just when it happens so much, it would get a bit concerning.
Apple Kid, hello. Where is he?
In the red house.
He's gone.
Oh,
I can't move right. Why are you doing this to me? I can't.
hold on.
What do you have to say?
Maybe it's an orange kid's house.
Berglund Park. Okay.
Oh, never mind.
And close enough. I went to the orange kid's house and he told me where it was. I need to go get this mushroom off my head. You know what? I'll just go to Berglund Park next time. This freaking mushroom is ruining my day.
You can now save anywhere you want now because you have that phone, right?
Well, I can already just save anywhere I want because I have save states on here.
Oh, right. I'm so used to thinking about like manual saves and not switch suspension points.
It would make sense that you'd think about how you're actually supposed to play video games instead of basically cheating.
Well, the thing is that I abuse this stuff all the time, so...
Gosh. That mushroom thing is so obnoxious. Mushroom looks very
not only
annoying.
does it hit you and your allies during it also changes how you move in the overworld.
Yeah, and the worst part is it doesn't like permanently change how you move around in the overworld. It constantly is changing. So your controls will just keep shifting to different directions. It's awful. Oh, I need to go to the hotel, not here.
It's like that one Mario Party game where you have to get to the center, but you're all dizzy so you can't move straight.
Yeah. It shifts? Yes.
Yeah, it changes what each direction is every couple seconds.
It is miserable. Sounds like a skill issue? Well, I mean, I'm fine. I'm just complaining about it. It's obviously supposed to be obnoxious. But you at least get rewarded with $50 every time you deal with it.
Luckily, it's not too often of a status effect.
Yeah.
It only appear like the enemies that give it only appear like in 2 areas that I remember.
How does my father have so much money that he just constantly is giving me? Okay, there we go. Oh boy.
That was fun.
It was fun. I love Earthbound. It's so cool. I can't believe that I actually made somewhat tangible game progress without someone guiding me the entire time. Thank you for being here, Aiden. It was cool.
I know I talked about a lot of weird things, but like I had fun.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have me on again sometime.
Yeah. It'll probably happen one day. It'll be cool. Talk to the glasses dude a lot as he pays you money to leave him alone. That sounds fun.
Ooh, maybe if you get one shot one day, you can stream that.
Potentially. I've had 2 people, one of which was you, pressure me to play that now, so that might happen.
I mean, it's a
one day.
fun game. It's really cool how it uses your computer.
Yeah, my main thing is that I have like a bunch of different people pressuring me to
Asking
play a
for different
bunch of
things.
different games,
Yeah.
and I have a bunch of different games that I want to play myself that I still haven't gotten to. You should stream Elden Ring. Yeah, that's my point. I forgot it's the end of the stream. This is depressing. This was really fun. Yes. Man, the music
Elden Ring
does
doesn't
make
really
this
seem like
depressing right now.
a game to stream.
Oh, I think it could be a stream game. You should stream chess. Drew, you should stream. Take that, nerd. Idiot. You don't even stream anymore. How does that make you feel? You should stream Dark Souls 3. Here, I'm gonna time him out.
You should.
Hey, Drew, you've been timed out. Take that. You should stream balloons with me. I would do that, pick a ring. I did that the one time. When Bruno had the funny tower names. That was fun. Okay, well, thank you all for being here. Dang, okay, Delta Stream. I see how it is. I'm gonna leave before you guys make fun of me anymore. But you can... just wait until tomorrow to make fun of me. Thank you all for being here, and good night, and goodbye, and good night, and goodbye.